Welcome back to another episode of Ultras 11. Why am I getting a dirty look already from you?
I don't know.
The episode just started, and I'm already getting a dirty look.
It's already starting off.
Let's get
like
this on a roll, dude. Guys, welcome to the podcast.
There you go. I like that energy.
Marco wants in on the podcast.
Yeah,
now.
fired up.
I think Marco might become our new host. Never mind.
Our third host
Introduce
here.
yourself. There you
What's going on, guys? I'm Marco.
Yeah, I think you guys already know him by
Yeah,
now.
he's a
Sano,
regular.
he doesn't need any introduction. He's
Don't
been
need
here
it.
before.
We got-
We already know what we're dealing with here.
And if you didn't know, if it's your first time, I'm Joe.
Yes, and I'm Alex, as we all know.
Yeah, those aren't actually the real hosts.
Yeah,
even
no.
though I think
They
Marco
kind of
think-
they kind of stole the show this at the beginning. Well, Per
Yeah.
did at least, but
Pear just wants to get it over and done with. He's already stressed out. He's thinking about Milan's title hopes, and he's
I don't know,
just
man.
already.
Things are looking.
he's not having
aren't looking
he's
too
not
good right now.
he doesn't have the confidence that he did when he came in here last time.
Yeah, I still think Milan wins it. That was my bet from before, and I'm sticking to
They
that.
still can.
I don't think so, buddy.
I don't know.
think so.
We still.
I can't see
we
either
still got,
choking
Wait,
off.
wait, okay, guys.
We
Actually,
still got 4 games.
wait before we even start talking.
Yeah, we're jumping right into this.
And I was gonna say
Things are
before we
already
get
getting
into
way
this,
too heated.
I lost the challenge again.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
my
I don't think- I don't
record
think
Joe's
anyone-
is-
so bad at this.
I had a slip up last week, but I think Joe's gonna be
Joe's like, here, take a
main.
break.
I
got
felt
this
bad.
again.
I saw the way he was chewing on that peanut butter. Can't do any peanut butter today.
Yeah, I know. We have
Shout out to my fellow allergy people out there. You're not alone. I feel your pain.
So
I'm here
I
with you.
lost, and my challenge today is.
So today we got a little special absolute peach vodka
That sounds pretty good.
with a splash of some. Let's see what it's called here.
Looks like
Warhead's Super Sour Double Drops.
Oh, is that what that is? And
Yeah.
you were loading that thing
Yeah.
up.
That looks terrible.
So I already had the shots preloaded just before, so I just kind of
Well,
take
looking
away
at
that
it,
time.
it kind of looks,
looks
like
cool.
I was gonna say it kind of looks like a hypnotic.
It looks like,
like
it looks like a porn star
Like a,
kind of.
like a
a
porn
blue
star.
lagoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Porn star. Porn star's like purple.
No,
No,
it's like
porn
dark
star's like
blue.
dark blue.
Yeah, it's like a light blue.
for sure.
It's like OnlyFans.
Yeah. Take it down. I think that's a lighter one. That one's going to be a bit heavier.
Yeah.
So,
The
Joe,
one on the right is gonna be your killer.
yeah. This is.
he has to do both?
Yeah, he has to do both.
Wow, you stink at this, eh?
I keep
You started a podcast, you know
would think,
that, right?
You would think he would learn.
I'm not gonna learn ever.
He's too optimistic. He always thinks like
I always think
the craziest things are going to happen every week.
You know what though? I still. Hey, Villarreal against Bayern.
Yeah, but then you thought Man U was gonna beat Arsenal.
But they need to win something eventually. Come on,
Joe,
it's
it's Man U.
Yeah,
It's Man U,
whatever.
man.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Yeah, salute. There goes one.
And he also called Roma to tie Inter.
Yeah, we're not gonna
You
talk about
you
that.
said Thai?
Yeah, I did play a little parlay too. I threw that tie in there. Roma, they've had good form.
Hey,
but
take that second shot.
No, I'm breathing.
No break.
You got to remember,
The inside's burn.
Jose, he doesn't like playing against us.
It won't burn as
He
much
respects
for the
us.
second one. Hey guys, wait for
Oh, I'm
this.
sorry. I'm sorry.
We gotta.
was it?
Joe's
Terrible.
trying to
Okay,
waste
was
some
that,
time.
was
here.
that the
no,
super
no, no,
sour
no, no.
one or like the?
Okay, after I take this, can I have the
Yeah,
water?
you can have water after.
There's no. Yeah, you can't have water.
That was a more sour one. Yeah, that's
That
the
was
more
the worst
yeah,
one.
that's
Yeah,
the one.
that's the one. He cranked that one. Ugh,
You might
that's
get
gross.
diabetes tonight, but
That's mine.
Hello,
Sorry about
diabetes.
That was terrible.
Hey, Joe, do better.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe next. Now you'll.
Moral of the
maybe-
story, guys: don't lose.
Yeah.
Joe
Wait,
goes
now you'll
perfect.
maybe play like a safer ticket.
I got goosebumps
you want-
from that, dude.
I'll ask this now because you just took 2 shots. Do you want to do your guesses now, or do you want to wait till later in the episode?
Well, should we do it right now?
If you want, no, I don't know if the shots affected you. Like I'll give you a break.
I
I
was
don't
taking
want.
advantage of Joe right now. Feeding him booze. He's like, yeah, do it now.
Do you want to do it now?
You know what?
You
No, we'll wait.
My
you
right
know what?
eye's tearing up.
Yeah, no, you're having like a weird twitch right now. I'll give you a minute. I mean, I'll give you like we'll do it at the end. I'll let you breathe a little bit.
All right.
But
okay.
to start things off, we'll just before because I already know things are gonna get heated in here, just to kind of cover the some of the bigger games that happened this weekend. The main ones in the Prem we really care about are Liverpool and City.
Yeah,
That
that title race is
That's going to the
extremely
last
tight.
That's
week.
neck
That's
and
going to
neck.
that's going to that last game day. I don't give.
It's
I
just
don't give,
two powerhouses.
Oh my
It's
God,
just,
man.
It's
I don't even know who's like. I don't know who's better than that right there is the
One
final
week-
title race, and for me, I think the Champions League final.
yeah.
It's going to be them two. It's inevitable.
Wait, you think City, Liverpool final for the Champions League too?
Yeah.
They're both too. Yeah, they're too
they're
strong.
too strong,
They're too
Joe.
strong.
The way they play, they're
Look at City today, man. even though like Real Madrid they were getting those chances somehow.
Real
They were
Madrid
goals.
takes it at the Bernabeu.
You know who wins it?
Thank
though?
God that's not one of
It's
the
gonna
games
be
we chose.
it's gonna be a tough game.
You know who wins the Champions
fans.
League? No, you know who wins the Champions League?
Shut up.
You know who wins the Champions League?
Mourinho.
Not City. Liverpool. You know why? Because they played Inter. We helped them get there. You know, we buffed them up. You know, we fill them up. You fill them up. now they're like, hey, now you go win. You faced a real team like Inter. We gave you the hardest challenge. City's not. You're gonna be like, oh my god, look at this Liverpool team. Look at that.
I mean, probably not.
They're not gonna hit them.
Probably not. Inter isn't that good.
But do you think?
Scudetto number 20 coming.
Hold on. Do you think?
Yeah, but here we go. Scudetto this, Scudetto.
Oh, hey.
Champions League. What did you guys do last year, dude?
Last year.
Same thing as Milan this year. In
Yeah,
Champions League.
exactly. I'm not here talking about we're the best.
I didn't say Inter was the best, but
That's
we're
a
a pretty good team.
That's just a bigger problem, just in Italy and how
Yeah.
Italian teams underperform in Europe. That's besides the
That's
point.
besides
but
Yeah, wait till we
Do
get
you
bought.
guys-
We got that oil money rolling in.
until it happens, we can't talk about that. Between City and Liverpool, do you see like one of either of them taking both the league and Champions League, or do you kind of see like one winning the league and one winning Champions League?
If I can go first, I think Liverpool can pull it off.
They're
To
gonna
win
do-
both.
You think both?
Well,
Yeah.
Liverpool.
If it was gonna be both, like winning one team winning both, I can see
I'm
Liverpool.
I'm the complete opposite. I'm
You
saying
think
if somebody's
City?
gonna win it both, it's gonna be City.
No, I think it's Liverpool.
No, City's insane.
Without a doubt, City's fantastic.
City's been playing like the way they're playing this year, man, and like everybody's stepping up on that team this season. Like everyone's having like an improved season from last year.
Oh, yeah.
Like Joao Cancelo, Bernardo Silva.
Joao
Those guys there are, like,
Cancelo's been
world-class this
genuinely a
season.
revelation for
World
that
class.
City team.
You know,
But
he came from Inter. Anyway, go ahead.
He
the
actually came from Juve more.
But hey, the thing is, Liverpool will have more to push for because Liverpool could potentially win the quadruple this season.
Oh yeah,
They're
that's
still
right.
in.
They're in the contention for everything.
They can win everything this
And
year.
I think
That would be
I
the
don't
first
know.
team of the, in history, I think, right?
no,
To
they
win a
win a
quadruple.
quadruple?
I'm pretty sure.
Not
I'm
a
pretty sure
treble.
Barca did it.
No.
Barca did it.
Yeah, okay, they won the Club World Cup, which made
No,
it a
no, they-
quadruple.
No.
same with Inter.
No, because no other team has two different league cups except England. What's that? Fact check this.
Yeah, that's true. Only
No
I don't
other-
think any Premier League team has won.
That's what I mean. So
quadruple.
England is the only one that has two league cups.
Yeah, sure. 2? I thought they had like 30, dude.
They have more than two. I'm pretty sure they have 63 and a half, actually.
and a half. Wow.
That half, it's who has the nicest smile. So that's why Klopp always wins. Poor guy.
Klopp's a man. I love him.
Ah, you guys are both wrong.
Who's it?
Celtic won the true quadruple in 1966 to 67.
He-
So Sukalamink, everybody.
Rod Stewart owns
And hold on,
Celtic.
wait. No, hold on, wait.
the
And
Celtics.
even
They're not sexy.
The Boston.
oh yeah,
Celtics.
even Bayern did too.
Okay, but where's the fourth one?
Bayern
What
won
is the fourth
the
one?
DFL Super Cup, the Bundesliga, the DFB
Pokal.
and the Champions League.
What's the DF? Oh, the DFL.
Oh, you're just taking L's today. Have another shot,
You would
dude.
like
This man started a podcast because he said, "I know so much about soccer." Look at him.
But to be fair,
dumbfounded.
we're asking these kind of questions after those shots, and
That's
I
true.
think
We are taking advantage
I think
of Joe.
I think we're taking advantage of Joe right now.
Hey,
also,
listen.
I don't see us knowing too much about our 1963 history
I do.
I
in
honestly,
Celtic.
I thought it was. I knew.
I do
You
not.
know what's crazy?
I knew it was
Actually,
Bayern, but I didn't know it was,
Celtic.
I didn't know Celtic, too.
Like
They were dominant force.
I was
back in
gonna
the
say,
day.
their history is actually extremely rich. Like them and Rangers.
Yeah.
they actually
Yeah, they
have
have
like a
really
really
rich
rich
history.
history. I'm gonna be honest with you. I genuinely didn't know that there was like other leagues that had that second league cup.
Yeah.
Like I genuinely just
I'm
believed
sure.
Back then,
was-
it came down to just pure skill. Like if you
Well,
could
then
produce
again,
talents
actually-
and you had skill, you're like you were a well-run team.
technically speaking,
Now it's
though,
all about
actually,
money.
I think now I'm starting to think about it. Every team actually does have, in some way, a second league cup.
A Super Cup.
I was just
Super
about to
Cup
say
is
like a
fourth.
super
Yeah.
cup. Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
our fourth title.
of sorts. Yeah. Elevators just going to the top floor for me, guys.
So what you're,
Shots are going down.
so what you're
Shots just,
saying?
might have hit the head a
Inter
little
will win
bit.
a treble this year.
Here we go.
They're good.
They
No.
could in the league.
The league,
Sorry.
that's what
They're
we
not
did.
gonna-
We won the league treble. We never won the real treble.
I still stand by it. Inter, I do think in Italy is the best team.
Thank you.
Like on paper, I will 100%
we
say
appreciate
that.
the cup. That's big of you, especially after we
Yeah,
dominated.
you got to call a spade a spade. You definitely.
I'm
do.
sorry, Joe. We destroyed you.
I'm not saying you didn't. We got absolutely eaten alive.
We drank the tears.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
Roma fans.
Tammy still played a great game. My guy.
Did he? I didn't even notice him.
Yeah, he put Skriniar on his ass
Yeah,
twice.
yeah.
I kept track. And
The highlight of the season for him.
we take small victories as a Roma fan.
Hey, they all add up. They all add up.
Our trophy cabinet, damaged bonsai tree. Scamacca played for us at one point and now is one of the best youth players in Italy. Totti, De Rossi, and that Barcelona comeback.
And
De Rossi,
Spalletti.
is De Rossi really even like
Don't know.
trophy material?
Yeah. Yes, he is.
And Spalletti.
I wouldn't say that.
A beautiful man.
Literally
For-
better than almost all
For
your
Rome,
midfielders.
for Roma, he was trophy material. In
No,
general, I don't think he was trophy
in
material.
the world. In the
I wouldn't
world.
say that. I wouldn't say that.
Man, stop.
I
Are we
wouldn't
going to
say
get
that.
into these heavy debates?
No,
Yeah.
not, you want to get into that with
Let's
De
go.
Rossi?
Yeah, let's go. I will honestly come out and say it. Now, do I have his stats to pull up? Not exactly, but I will say he still is one of Italy's, like the national team.
Mm-hmm.
They're leading. What are you doing over here?
No.
Stop it.
Go, continue.
He is
I was getting ready to
one
smack
of
you if you say something
Italy's
stupid.
one of Italy's leading goal scorers for the national team, and he played defensive mid. Only ahead of him is the
Materazzi.
king of Ciro Immobile and Ballo, because they're both also active right now. So I mean, I would hope they're better, but that's kind of an impressive stat, I would say.
I'll fact check that. This guy's pulling stats out
He
of
has,
okay.
I believe it's
For-
15 or 14 goals.
in competitive games, not
Wait,
not
for,
friendly.
in
for the
total?
national team.
Wait, for the national team.
Something, yeah. Like
the most.
I think I saw that stat when he was playing for Boca actually, and it was deemed like the most goals for active players
at the time,
at the time. It could be that or some like.
because I feel like someone definitely has more goals than that.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, but like just
But
because
I'm
that, you're
saying,
gonna
like-
say he's one of the
Oh,
best
yeah, with Italy.
players.
There you go.
No.
He has 21 goals.
Oh wow!
I don't know. It's like me saying fucking Materazzi's Italy's best center back that
He
ever
is
played
one.
the game.
He is one of them.
Oh,
In
shut the hell
2006,
up, man.
listen,
He is
in
one of them.
2006,
Eh,
for a
he's-
moment around the world,
He had a good year.
No. Okay, wait. You know what?
at
Wait.
the 94th minute, he was
There-
the best.
I'm gonna go back to this
Center
De Rossi
back in the
thing.
world.
I'm not gonna talk about
We're not talking
Materazzi.
about De Rossi no more.
But
dude.
I
He
will.
stinks.
No. I just.
He doesn't stink.
I was gonna say you
You
cannot say I do.
no, he doesn't stink. Come on, just
De
because
Rossi-
he wears a
guys,
Roma jersey, he doesn't stink.
De Rossi is genuinely. He was underrated by everybody. I think in the world, he
I don't
was
think he was
genuinely
underrated.
so underrated.
I think
I
so
don't
too.
think he was
He
underrated.
carried you guys to a Scudetto. Oh no,
No, he wasn't
He-
there, I don't think.
he
No, he wasn't.
he didn't carry. Oh, that's right. He didn't carry you guys to nothing,
Oh yeah, just
Because
like
he's-
Thiago Silva carried Milan to something.
man.
Oh no! Why are you kicking
Yeah.
this team? Hey,
Wait,
Hey,
wait. Thiago
stop
Silva?
picking-
No wait, Ibra, club legend, he did something for Milan too.
Yeah, but that's Ibra's like legacy. He just leaves and then they do something.
Yeah.
But like he left, we still did nothing. But whatever.
Bum.
Did you guys win Champions League? Wait, when was the last time you guys won Champions League? Was it in 2012?
After
no,
the
07.
nightmare,
11.
07.
after the
was the
nightmare
last
of
one they won?
Istanbul.
The last
Sorry
one-
to bring that up.
Milan
Yeah,
won?
that's what
It
I-
was 07.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're big
it was
shambles,
after.
dude.
Yeah, it was after the
Shambles.
whole
07.
the Calciopoulos
And they,
thing.
they,
yeah.
they bring it up every 5 minutes.
Who brings it up?
Not you. My friend Marco, he's a good Milan fan.
No,
I
he
gotta give him
isn't.
credit.
He stopped being a Milan fan, I think, 7 different times within the last 10 years. That
I forget
like,
one year
9
where
years. Sorry.
there
I
was-
get angry,
I
dude. I say
forget-
I'm not watching this team ever again, and then there I am the next week watching the game.
I
but-
forget one season where it was really bad. Like third weekend, Paris like, nope, I'm done with this. Can't do this anymore. Can't watch
0 and
this.
3,
He started-
wrap it up. But our season's done.
I want to say 2017.
He started
was
watching
like, nope.
Palermo games, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I
Dybala
think
was
that was
special.
my favorite time of Pair.
Yeah,
when
Dybala
he
was
was watching
special.
Palermo games and he would talk to me.
Yeah, like that was bad though. That was the bad times.
Yeah.
It's good times now. They come in second a lot.
Yeah. well,
Yeah.
no, this year they're winning it.
We're rebuilding, dude.
I'm
Rebuilding.
being serious. I was listening.
Wait till
Well,
wait till we get the oil money. I'll bring my I am rich sign.
I just love
We are
hearing.
rich.
Don't do that again.
I just love hearing Milan fans keep saying we came in second. 2 years in a row, you didn't come in second. You lost first.
Yeah.
You lost first.
Shut up.
I just want to make that point clear.
Wait, hey, it's not over
Who
yet.
called
this
this
year.
guy here?
Oh, it's not
Inter-
over yet.
Inter
Inter
tomorrow?
needs
They
to
need
win
that win
tomorrow.
tomorrow. They
And
need
it's not
Bologna-
easy game.
no.
It's not easy game.
That game's
I'm being
gonna be
cocky
very
now,
tough.
guys, because like Inter won.
You guys have the upper hand, kind
Roma
of.
took a beating. Even Jose Mourinho's like, man, what am I gonna do? This is the best team I ever coached. You know? I'm being cocky right now,
Let's say
but I
nothing.
really am scared tomorrow.
Yeah,
I am
yeah.
petrified. As a fan, I am scared because Bologna.
Because you don't know what Inter you're gonna get.
You don't. You can have like
I don't
the.
even think it's a matter of what Inter you're gonna get. I
Well,
feel like
no,
it's a
it's
matter of
because-
what Bologna comes
No,
out.
no,
Like,
you know,
is it
how
that-
Joe. You've seen Bologna for the last 4 weeks, and they've come up against Milan and Juve. You see the way they're playing.
Yeah.
They're playing like they're on a mission. Whether it's for Mihalovic or who.
Well, that's what I said. Like way
They're-
back
they're-
with
they're
Bologna,
fighting
those
for
aren't going to be
something,
easy
dude. No,
games
no,
against
not
I
at
think
all.
teams
that,
like that.
they are fighting for their coach.
They have to, man, because that I'm telling you tomorrow they're gonna make Inter play different, and if Inter can kind of work with that and even squeeze a win at the end, they take it.
The thing is,
'Cause
though,
at the end of the day, that's the only thing that matters.
Lautaro has caught some heat.
Oh, he's
now.
caught
Like,
fire.
But,
Oh,
but you
he's
see,
caught
but
fire.
Joe,
He's
his
been
problem
good.
is you see how fast he can drop.
Oh no, 100%.
Against Benevento, he scored a hat trick. Everyone's like, "Oh, there he is! He's watch out for him. He's back." The next, he went two or three games that he didn't score again.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
But you know when I see a
That's him. You
difference
gotta-
though.
he doesn't-
Even last year, remember
he
last
struggles
year,
with building
Barcelona was
confidence.
There's sniffing around when he was scoring all those goals, and they're like 110 million. Remember, he got that number in his head. All of a sudden, after he couldn't score a goal for the longest time. He goes through these streaks.
He plays a lot better playing with Correa though. Watching them two play together,
I've been saying this.
and I don't know why they don't do it more
Inzaghi
often.
gets stuck
Yeah.
sometimes in his head.
Zeko's not it clearly.
Zeko is great in the second half. When you need a guy to bully
Come on.
a
Exactly,
tired
but to
center
start-
back,
but to start the
when a
game-
center
hold up
back is
play.
exhausted
Yeah.
playing
Yeah.
60, 70 minutes, put Zeko out there to bully
Yeah.
these guys out.
No,
and
yeah.
Sanchez. Sanchez is
he'll
a
know
little
he'll know what to
speedster.
do to close the game, waste time, whatever he needs to do.
I love Correa and Martinez. I just said Correa would be hurt. Martinez would be playing bad. Correa, they didn't have
Yeah.
consistency. They didn't have a chance to build that relationship,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you see it the last 3 games. They're playing more and more together, and
it's just crazy to me because like Correa was literally the perfect signing, I believe, for Inzaghi. He played
Yeah.
with him on Lazio for Lazio. Sorry, he was doing well for him as the second striker. So you
Yeah.
thought
You know what-
for
you
sure
know what I
that
think?
signing he's gonna be a stud.
It's just
playing
the
on a better
injuries slowed
team,
him
better-
down
yeah.
at
I
the
think
start.
His injuries, and I even think his fitness is always it's not always where it should be or where
Yeah.
the team wants it. Because even with Lazio, he always had the skill, but there was so many times that he was found on the bench.
I feel like the only time he had that consistent playing time was with Sampdoria.
yeah, but he was always
Realistically
coming off the
speaking,
bench.
Like I feel like he was consistently playing there, but that's also because like there was a lack of options. So even
Yeah.
a 20% Correa was better than what they
yeah,
had.
exactly. But now with like you've seen with Lazio and with Inter, which hopefully I hope that changes. But you just see him; he's either injured or he can't last a full game, and they'd rather just put him in at second half
Yeah.
to run at the tired defenders.
I also just don't think Inzaghi is okay. I know, like technically he is doing well because
Yeah,
they're still
but-
in contention for a
Yeah, and they're
Scudetto.
still
But in saying
potentially
that,
win.
I just don't think he's the coach for Inter. Yes, he kind of has a similar style to Conte with that 3-man back line, with this defense first type of weird attacking. I don't even fully know Conte anymore, but. With Simone Inzaghi, I just don't think he's that coach because you saw how he was when he was under pressure at Lazio. He didn't really thrive.
He's
So now, unless he's matured, which I sincerely doubt, I'm scared for you guys like ending this season off. Like, yeah, you guys are on form right now, but a guy like Inzaghi, I just feel like he lacks that conviction at the end.
Yeah,
and again,
absolutely.
he could
and that was my concern. Even the last podcast where I was here, I was saying like he has a chance to
Yeah.
prove, and I said I hope Inter just doesn't sack him because he doesn't win the Scudetto. Because
Yeah.
at one point I thought Inter was. Remember, I put them in 4th to finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said
the
they're
way
just gonna drop.
the way they were playing, they looked like they were going to drop.
Yeah.
I just don't think that when the going gets tough with Inter, he doesn't have that willpower to drag him out like a Conte, like any of these top managers around the world. And I
Yeah.
still believe that's the case. Inter's hot right now, and he's riding that wave, and he's good at doing that, like most managers are.
Yeah.
But if he wins a Scudetto, I think he does turn some critics around and
Yeah.
prove the critics wrong. But
100%.
I hope if he doesn't win the Scudetto, I hope they don't
I don't see them sacking him.
No, you can't sack him
because
even
you
if
can't
he's
really
had,
say
he's had a
it's
good year.
Yeah, you really in like
Guys,
the grand scheme, you
call
can't
me
really say
call me
he's-
crazy. For me, even if he won the league, I would still sack him.
Really.
If you want to, for me, I think if you want to take that, like
Personally, I agree.
for
Actually,
me, honestly, I think I don't want to take anything away from Inter because they are playing good. He's doing well with the team.
Yeah.
But there's also he's getting lucky because Milan's dropping points, stupid points that they shouldn't. So they're kind of getting
Classic
that
shambles at the end
getting
of the year.
that break. You have
Jesus.
Juve. They're not up there. They're not fighting for first. We're just trying to get into fourth.
Top four.
So they don't. He's not looking at Juve as a threat right now.
And
so you don't have,
Napoli's falling
you have
apart.
that breath, like that thing from Napoli now. So for him, he doesn't have that pressure, and I don't know how he would do. Like, let's say next year, if Milan are putting a lot more pressure on Inter, Juve are putting, and Napoli's up. Like, you have those teams putting pressure. I don't know if he'll be able to handle that.
Yeah, for me, that's the biggest thing.
And
right?
I think that would be a bigger mess.
He took over a team that, in my opinion, I'll always say it about Inter. They are the best team, like on paper.
Best built team right now. Yeah,
like
yeah.
in Italy.
I
So
agree.
and you also they're coming off of winning a Scudetto. And no offense to Milan, they're playing very well, putting up a good fight, stuff like that. But
Yeah, we don't have the pieces we need.
that's
to
what I
win
mean.
a
They're
Scudetto
still
yet.
missing a few pieces. Whereas Inter, like, they lost Hakimi and Lukaku. Those were huge.
And Eriksen.
Massive pieces.
My
But
boy.
the core of the team is still
Still
there.
there.
And you replace Hakimi, in my opinion, I think Dumfries is solid.
Oh yeah, he's been
He
playing
keeps
amazing.
getting better and better.
You know what I
and
mean?
better.
And you Perisic has been a revelation there.
Yeah, he's been amazing.
You know what
he
I mean?
wants
Like,
to stay too. Which
That's
is
what I mean.
like-
So like if anything, Inzaghi, what he has now is actually help. Like like these revelations, the players I have, like they replaced well. Maybe Dzeko for Lukaku wasn't the best of things, and maybe it's like Dzeko and Correa that replaced Lukaku. Like a two people to replace one could be a thing. But this is the thing. Like if he doesn't win the Scudetto, I feel like it was always this year at least Inter Scudetto to lose.
Yeah.
Considering they won it,
Yeah.
best
Yeah.
team on paper, blah
They-
blah
they
stuff
had-
like
they
that.
had- because the thing with Inter, why they were like Inzaghi was lucky taking over
Yeah.
this team.
Yeah.
You lost to 2 stars, that was massive. But Conte built this team with the signings he made that they had a great starting 11.
Yeah, the
but
core
they
was
also
there.
had depth.
Yeah.
And they had guys that you can replace, and they would be just as effective on the field as the other guy.
And that's
So
the
he
thing,
had
too.
that.
I agree with certain positions. Some
Certain- yeah, yeah.
positions,
Obviously, you're never gonna have a perfect team.
No,
you're always
no,
gonna
no,
need
no.
work somewhere.
Like again, don't
But
get me wrong. Replacing Hakimi
in the-
is close to impossible. He's
Yeah, exactly.
You don't
What he's gonna
replace,
give you.
you don't
there.
replace player to player. It's impossible.
Yeah,
You'll
yeah,
never-
100%.
No, you'll never find a perfect replacement
No.
when you sell.
No, and like you just Inter was just good, like but because Pep, he's amazing. And
Yeah.
just like
I want to be inside Pep's
guys
brain.
not staying,
Guy's crazy.
awesome. I'll look for someone who's gonna give me exactly what I need at
Yeah.
that moment, and he did that with Dumfries. That signing with Dumfries, amazing signing. Hakan,
Oh wait, you said Bep, like Beppe Marotta.
yeah.
I thought you said Pep.
No,
As in like
I
Pep
said Pep.
Guardiola.
No,
No,
Pep, like
Pep,
Morata.
Pep.
I'm not gonna lie, I also heard Pep. That's why I was
Cross.
starting to get confused. I was like, hold on a
That's-
second.
yeah, that's why I just
Sorry,
screwed it.
I
I'm
might
like,
have said
wait.
Pep. I might have said Pep.
You said you'd love to live in his head. That's all.
Yeah,
What a
yeah,
guy.
yeah,
I'd love to live in his eye.
Yeah.
Like, not
Sorry,
his head.
I might have said Pep. Sorry.
Okay, I was
love,
gonna
I'd
say
love to just
Pepe.
live in the one eye that doesn't look at anything.
No, that one eye is focusing on the future. He's thinking about what's next for us.
Yeah, no, like his replacements or the added to the team were just perfect. I think it's
Yeah.
more him than Inzaghi.
Oh, 100%.
Inzaghi, he don't get me wrong, fell into a good position. He took advantage of the position. He's riding with it. And he's doing well, but I don't know. I don't think it was Inter Scudetto to lose this year.
Sure
this
it
year.
was.
Well, I mean,
no, because
Juve's in a rebuilding phase.
Because at the beginning of the season, before the offseason, Inter's financial situation, it looked like Inter was in absolute shambles at the beginning of the
It
season.
did, but
it looked like a
by the
dumpster
start of
fire.
it, by the start of it, it looked like okay, they actually like did like survive the fire and like
Yeah.
they actually kind of looked like like they're still gonna
Yes,
do something.
and you
at
gotta
first,
also
I thought Inter was gonna turn like once Conte left and all those things happened. I'm like Inter's gonna turn to like complete hot garbage.
agree,
Like
yeah.
they're gonna be
Same.
nothing.
I was like, we're
But
done.
like they acted fast and like you're gonna get that with Marotta. He's always thinking. That's why that one eye's always looking. Man, he's always thinking
I
about the
think
future.
him
He
and
knows
Zanetti-
every move.
Yeah,
Just
but just because they lost
together?
one or two guys, though, you guys still had that core.
well, you
I
also
know,
have to.
but-
But you
also have
were
to
like,
look.
who's next? Are they still going to be able to
And-
account for Lukaku's 25 goals last
and
season?
there's
Maybe
just
start
a
back,
rumor
eh?
the
Hakimi's
nonstop.
Hakimi's
Lukaku's
20
I
assists.
think he's gonna go back to Inter, man.
I think he wants to, but will Inter take him back? The fans don't like.
Is it a smart move to
He
take him
loves
back?
you guys. If not, he's gonna probably join your.
He's going to PSG with Conte. Anyway,
No,
that's
he's
another
gonna.
story.
Yeah, he probably will. But he's gonna be in the.
Yeah,
he's
you
gonna be
can
in
see
the
that.
Inter Ultras. Yeah, dude.
Wherever Conte
Icardi's
goes,
gonna be gone. Icardi's gonna be sold.
Where's Icardi gonna go? Any rumors?
He's gonna go home with
Juve.
Wanda.
Yeah,
going home.
no one even knows where he's too much of a mess. No,
No,
I don't think
no
anyone
one-
wants to-
no one
no one wants
knows.
to deal with him. He's
He
gonna
does drink
he's
milk
either
and
gonna
go
end up in
sleep.
Argentina or a mid-table Serie A team like Roma
yeah.
or something.
I was just about to say Roma. Hey, personally, I would take him as a backup to 10.
Yeah, you guys would take
Backup.
anything.
You didn't think anything.
Well, what did you guys think? Take what you can get.
I wouldn't take Theo Hernandez.
Yeah, okay.
Shut up.
Anyways.
Spinazzola is better than him.
Would you take Romagnoli back?
No, definitely
going
not.
to- he's going to- he's going to Lazio.
The guy wore a Lazio jersey
And he's going
on
there
the
next
date
year.
that he signed for Milan. Even as a Milan fan, I would look at them like, why the fuck are you wearing this jersey?
It was probably Immobile's jersey.
No,
That's probably why, man. It was probably the King's jersey.
Immobile wasn't on the team at that point.
I'd wear his jersey.
No, Romagnoli's
And
a
speaking of
scumbag.
Immobile, he almost beat you guys by
I
himself.
know.
But at the end of the day, Tonali comes in clutch, buddy.
He saved you.
He is, man.
With a beautiful assist by Ibra. His presence is
Ibra.
back.
Oh, honestly,
There you go.
fuck off with Ibra, man.
Did he?
I don't know, man.
Honestly, him
he's
and
so over
Giroud,
him.
I can't wait until they turn into fossils. I
Oh
am
my
so sick of
God,
them.
dude. Stop taking away from Tonali.
No, Giroud.
He was
Giroud,
brilliant.
I
But
But I'm
can't
just
say
saying, it was
anything
very
bad.
nice
you.
play from Ibra to
A
put it back
dinosaur.
in.
Anybody can
Ibra,
put it back
I
in.
cannot
There we go.
wait for him to retire. So, did he post about how he's a god?
No, I don't think not yet.
Yeah, see,
It's
soon
coming.
this
Yeah.
week after they play their midweek game or whatever. Yeah, I'm a god. I set up Tonali's goal. That's why we
Yeah.
won. LOL. Get out of here.
No,
Retire.
like, man,
please.
Tonali, like, oh my God. Like, I thought he was good when he was on Brescia. I was hoping you would get him.
different level now.
I was pissed when he didn't.
He's
When
so
you did
good.
it. Then last year with Milan, I was like, you know what? Maybe he's not it. Maybe he's not.
And then this
maybe he's
year,
gonna be good.
this year he
but man,
came
this
out.
like you don't see guys take that much of a jump like yet, especially that young. Like usually you kind of see them
He's so
slowly
young.
grow.
Yeah.
But this guy here, man, he's playing with such confidence this year, and like he's gonna be one of the starters for Italy. Like,
Yeah, it gets me so
you
excited.
cannot put that
thinking
guy on
about
the
that.
bench.
Thinking about him
Oh my
beside
God.
Barella
Oh.
and those guys, what they bring to the field, it's just like
They
it
just
gets
don't
me
get
excited.
tired either.
They don't.
They don't get
No,
tired.
no.
They're always stuck in a
And it's-
challenge. Like they're just there.
And they're not just guys that just run. They have so much talent and skill, and the way they see the field
Yeah.
is just
he's a machine. Man.
It's
He
crazy
reads
to
the
me,
game
like
so good.
players like that. Like what amazes me is like even when they have, let's just say like an off game, you know, their passing isn't the best, their shooting isn't the best, this or that is like lacking. They make up for it with that like persistent work ethic. Just put your head down, keep working, keep going into those challenges, keep trying to win that header. Like they just don't give up, even when they should, and just fall asleep. You're done. You're not doing anything relevant right now. But they just keep going in there. And honestly, Tonali Benacer, that little double
Yeah.
pivot is.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Dude, from the beginning of the season, right? As soon as I seen Tonali playing like this, I was like, yeah, hey, let Kessie walk because you guys don't need Kessie. This Tonali's gonna be
honestly-
the guy
Especially
coming
for the
in
money
here.
he was asking
Kessie's
for.
going to
too.
Barcelona,
He's
right?
yeah, that's
Even the way
confirmed.
he's been playing this year too, like he just
Who?
doesn't Kessie. He doesn't.
Yeah,
He doesn't. You could tell he's not. He's done with the team. He
Yeah,
doesn't wanna-
everyone's saying yeah, but he's shitty. Like at the end of the day, like I don't think he's a shit player.
Neither.
It
I always thought
you have
he
to
was a
kind of
shit
think like
player.
what mentality is he gonna have when there's no contract, you don't know where you're gonna play,
That's-
you don't know if you're gonna stay there.
People don't take that into
Not gonna be
consideration,
giving 100% to the
when,
team.
When there's rumors of players
Yeah.
leaving
Yeah,
and
yeah,
not happy, you can see.
Well, we
in
just got to
Kessie's
see
play.
how he does next year with Barca.
No, for me,
I think Barca's
for
going
me,
to turn
Kessie,
around real quick. The team
Yeah.
that they're building there,
Yeah.
man, they're going to be good next year.
Oh yeah, well,
They're going to be good.
I think
they'll be good, but I feel like
I think Kessie will do good there.
Kessie won't.
Yeah,
Kessie won't. I'll put money right now.
no.
Really?
Kessie, this is the thing I've always said
I
about
feel like
Kessie.
they need a guy
There's
like
some-
Kessie.
No,
But see-
no.
But hold on.
Barca plays with. I feel like the position Kessie is and what he'll bring is what they already have. Like, they don't have that aggression that Kessie has and
No.
that strength.
Yeah.
Is De Jong staying or leaving?
Who?
De Jong.
Young
He's
wants
leaving.
to stay. No,
He's
he
leaving.
wants to stay though. I was reading. He wants to stay,
No,
but
no,
he
no,
was
no,
just
I-
I
unhappy.
heard a rumor he's coming to Inter, but anyway, go ahead.
I was already.
Didn't you guys sign Modric 3 years ago? Soon.
Yeah, so soon. Apparently, I know so Messi, but anyway.
There you
him and
go.
Messi were both
deals
coming.
that almost happened. Part 3.
It's okay.
Roma signing Malcolm. No,
Wasn't that the guy who?
Talking about Modric, guy talking about Malcolm.
wow.
Wasn't that the guy who
That's those-
landed in Rome and then he's like, he's like, Ma, the Coliseum, I'm out of here.
I'm gonna go play in Turkey.
No, dude, he went to Barca.
Yeah, then he went to go play Turkey after like
No,
3 months.
I think no, Russia right now. Zenit.
We can't talk about that.
Oh
country.
yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
But I remember when Roma did sign the next Messi.
Oh,
Juan
Iturbe?
Iturbe, buddy. But
We chose him instead of Dybala. We're sick.
where is he?
Where did he end up?
Poor guy. He refused to get
Who?
surgery done on his torn ACL.
Iturbe.
Hasn't been the same.
They signed this guy. They're like, Juve was gonna sign him, and
Next
then
Messi,
they came
buddy.
in. They won the deal. They're like, oh, he chose us instead of Juve. We got the next Messi.
That was your warning sign.
Ask
He
me what-
chose you over you. Because he said, I can't deal with the pressure of winners. I gotta go with Roma.
Yeah, but Iturbe actually. brings me back to the Kessie point because I really want to say this part.
Sorry.
System player.
Yeah.
That's all they are. Kessie thrived under Gasperini at Atalanta. That's system. That's why he played.
And
played
Javi doesn't have a system?
yeah, but it's not the system that's going to suit
How do you
him.
know?
He doesn't.
Well, Xavi's
I
a
don't
new
think
manager. You
he
gotta give
doesn't
him
have
time,
that
man.
certain je ne sais quoi, like that flair to be.
Speak French?
I think
German, actually.
He's
the
so
thing with Kessie, I feel like there's been times at Milan at Atalanta you've seen that he can have like those flashes and he can be quick like that and
You remember
and
when-
I think I don't know the way he moves the ball, man. I really think that he can finish.
Do you remember
the
when
team.
Alex Song signed from
different,
Arsenal to
man.
Barcelona?
No.
No, it's literally almost the
it's not.
same
No.
player profile, except Kessie is better defensively and maybe has a more like
I
moments
can
of
pass
flash.
the ball?
Alex Song on Arsenal was doing that. He was doing very well.
On
actually.
Arsenal,
He was-
man, you would look good on Arsenal.
What?
I think he would look pretty good on Arsenal.
Thanks. Under Arsene Wenger, though.
Yeah. He should,
No, I just don't think Kessie is it, and I don't think even for Milan he had what you'll come to my defense here. How many good years out of his 3-4 years he's been
One.
there? Exactly.
Okay,
one.
hold on. But let's
One.
not
Last year.
count.
Literally last
count.
year.
Let's not
All
count the
of
2
them.
years. Hold on.
Shut up.
I'm sorry, I can't say that. With
Let's not count the 2 years before when everybody on Milan was garbage.
No,
and
people,
no one could pass the ball.
No, players still stood out and did well.
Like who?
Milan before Pioli came in, they couldn't string together a win. They had Pjanic who couldn't score a goal. He forgot how to score.
Padre Pioli, buddy.
Then he
No.
came
The whole
in.
club
Don't
around.
ever call
No,
him.
he didn't turn it around.
He sucks ass as a coach.
It was
so.
Ibra.
I would
no.
honestly say it was Ibra.
Ibra did bring obviously
As much
a big
as I
mentality to the team,
hate
but you also
how
can't.
this god complex he has, and I want to punch him in the
So
ribs.
he's been injured, but he's there when he's not there. He's always in the players' minds.
His presence is present.
But you can't say that no Milan player has done well.
But the
Like,
two
no,
seasons
No, man.
before
The season before, man.
Pioli?
Even when they had Giampaolo at the beginning of the half season, they were rough, man.
Okay, so
Romagnoli was like our best center back.
I was just about to say Romagnoli wasn't.
Now he
didn't
stinks.
and,
do
and
well.
now he stinks. He
Now
fell
they actually
apart.
have now they
Yeah,
actually
sure, 'cause
have
they actually
good
have-
players on the team, and they're like, holy.
Donnarumma wasn't a good
that guy
goalie for
stinks.
Milan. I know he's gonna say Donnarumma sucks.
Yeah, he
ass.
was.
Who's Donnarumma?
Ah,
But
you're
how
right.
many-
You got
but how
us.
many-
You got
Joe,
us. He's
Joe,
the best goalkeeper.
Go
Who is that?
Go back and rewatch those games.
How's he doing? Is he doing good?
When Milan,
He's not allowed to show his talents.
when
Oh,
Milan,
okay.
when Milan
You
was
know
doing
why?
bad,
They're
hey guys,
racist. Sorry.
wait a second. When Milan was doing bad, you know how many games I would watch and Donnarumma was it was on his head saving Milan.
Yes.
But I'm talking about before, not like when
No, but
Milan
what
was
I'm just
actually
trying to say
contending.
is like I don't think Kessie is an X factor. I don't think Kessie is as good as people.
Joe,
make
I'm not
him out
saying
to
I'm not
be.
saying he's gonna go there and he's not a
Joe,
world class signing.
I don't even think he's a good signing for them.
Yeah, I think it is a good signing for them.
No.
It
Joe,
is.
I'm just letting you know, if he signed with Roma, he'd be like your
No.
star player.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he would. If you went to Roma, that's like Messi
That's
signing
huge.
for Roma.
No.
Not
Yeah.
okay, not to that extent, but like, that's a big move for
No,
Roma.
no.
That's a big move for Roma.
Mourinho would bench him.
No, he
Oh,
wouldn't.
He'd have
okay.
2 bad
No
games. See you
way.
later. He's benched. See you-
No way
He would
he
turn
would
into
bench him.
Diawara. Diawara before Mourinho. Everyone's like, oh, he's revitalized Yaya Toure. He's gonna be
He
sick.
would
What
turn
is he right now?
Kessie. Mourinho would turn Kessie to Cambiaso. That's the guy he would want. I'm telling you.
If you would have said to me Veron, okay, fine. Cambiaso though is the name. Like, of all people, Esteban Cambiaso is not a player I would ever want on my team.
Oh my god.
Treble winner.
I want you to look
Respect
this
on his
up, right?
name.
Tommaso Berni has played fourth string goalie for Inter for how long? So he has a treble too.
Same with Marko Anatovic. He has a treble with 3 games.
That's what I mean. Like you can't say because he won a treble he was good.
Cambiaso was the engine. Him and Stankovic.
Oh, we gotta get off
Stankovic was
this.
pretty
We gotta get
solid,
off this
actually.
topic.
Anyway, sorry.
That engine of that team was and is always gonna be Zanetti.
Always will be.
Machine.
Such a classy player.
Machine that
Anyway.
guy.
Except that
Yeah,
time he
sure.
got absolutely devastated by a young Gareth Bale.
Yeah, but that's Gareth Bale, man.
He destroyed him. Poor thing.
How old was he? Like 43?
No.
Yeah.
Probably 61
young-
and a half. It depends.
He was pushing 60.
But Zanetti has never had a cigarette, so it's different. Bale, actually, I don't know about Bale. At
Bale's
that
definitely a
point.
smoker.
Yeah, Bale looks like he smoked
Anyway, let's talk something about something recent.
recently.
What were we
Recent.
saying? We were saying something before you made that Cambiaso comment, and I just lost my mind.
I blew your mind with
Kessie,
that one.
I don't think
Oh
he
yeah,
did.
yeah. Because I was gonna say something about that too.
Cambiaso is a good player. I know. Anyway, go ahead.
No, I'm agreeing with Joe though. I don't see Kessie doing well there.
I think
I don't even think he's a decent.
I think
signing.
he's gonna have a role.
I think
and
he'll
he's gonna
do
do well for that role. I don't think he's gonna be
I don't
world
think so.
class. He's not gonna outshine Pedri or Gavi or any of those guys. But he's
Yeah,
gonna,
but that's
I think
what I'm saying.
gonna
If
do
he's
good for
coming
the
in and
team.
he's got to be a De Jong replacement, then that's.
Well, that's the thing. Like for me,
And then if De Jong doesn't leave, I don't see him replacing anybody in that midfield.
that's what I mean. I see Busquets' replacement would be De Jong because that's that holding mid, that defensive mid role, whatever. I see De Jong being that replacement. So now you're telling me you sell off De Jong because you have to make money. He's unhappy. Blah 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 blah. And then Kessie is what Busquets' replacement? No chance.
Yeah.
Zero chance.
Oh, Joe, you're
Why
never,
can't you say
you're
no.
never ever
chance.
gonna replace like Busquets.
No,
the way
and-
he plays.
No, I 100% get that.
No one
There's
plays
no
like that.
direct replacement for players. Sano said it earlier.
Yeah.
But I do think De Jong has that technical ability to fill the role. The role itself as that holding midfield in that Barca mid, I think De
Yeah, but
Jong
Joe,
could be
the
it.
big
You're
factor
getting rid of him.
is
I don't think Kessie holds that.
Yeah, it's because Barca's gonna get rid of him to make money.
I
So
don't think
it's gonna be
Kessie
an
could
empty
be
spot.
that guy. I feel like Barca would have to look.
Like I said, Joe, there's
At
gonna be
other
better
players.
than Kessie, but I think for now, for Barca, I think he'll play there, and I think he'll do.
I
well.
think if they want to actually replace anyone, they should look at then Leandro Paredes. I think that would be a pretty decent replacement for De Jong.
Yeah, what's he even doing now? He's riding the bench at PSG.
Yeah, because they don't know how to use him. Because they're
To
stupid.
be fair, PSG has no idea how to run a
PSG
club.
has Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe leading the line, and they can't beat anybody.
I can't wait. I can't wait until Conte goes to PSG. He's like,
Oh my
Neymar,
God.
you're gone.
You're gone.
Mbappe, you want to run back and block a shot? You're gone. Messi, you're gone.
Actually, no. I think Messi. He's always wanted. So he'd be like, Messi,
Yeah,
you
he's
stay.
just there.
Okay,
Yeah,
you
and
stay.
then when
He's
he
like,
had-
sorry, I got too emotional. Sorry.
Then when he has Neymar
I'm sorry,
playing
Leo,
left
Leo,
wing
I'm sorry.
back in
yeah. Oh yeah. I could.
Conte's a mad lad.
Conte would definitely do that.
Conte's gonna bring
play a
Lukaku.
3-5.
I don't
He'd
think
play a-
Conte goes though.
Dude, he'd play a
I
3-5-2
do.
and put Neymar and
Why?
Messi as the left
The
mid and right
reason
mid.
is because in his mind, he's like, I can get every player I want, which is true. PSG has the biggest
freedom.
bank
Unli-
account,
Unlimited funds.
unlimited funds.
He'll actually have that freedom that he always wanted.
Also, there's zero pressure winning the league there.
yeah.
Compared to Tottenham, where like we want a bunch of
Tight.
trophies every year. Every year, those clubs are expected to win everything, or otherwise it's a failure, and they sack
Yeah.
the club,
Yeah, and
and
they
they just sack, replace every year. The Prem.
Yeah.
I thought Inter was bad for 1 year.
No, Tottenham is probably the worst team in the Prem for that.
Dude, it's ridiculous.
They were so good for so long.
Dude, imagine being Nuno Espirito Santo, that poor guy. I love him. I think he's
They I didn't think they would be like, dude. They had Poach for so long. I was like, I feel like
Yeah, they were
they're
gonna
gonna
be
let
that
it ride
team.
it, like let
After
him ride him
Poch,
out and
oh,
everything.
dude.
But
But like, how
I
do
don't
you
know.
expect to build anything if you just replace it?
Yeah.
You're just
if you're not even giving your coach the players they need to succeed, and I'm not like again, it goes back to like having the bottomless bank account over there. Or
and that's
whatever.
why Conte's gonna go to PSG.
But okay, first
be a big
Conte
factor.
has never though ever. I don't think he's even done well in European competitions.
and that's why he wants to go to PSG.
So you think he's gonna be
Because
that guy
he
to
doesn't
turn that?
he doesn't
have
have
to
to-
worry
yeah, he
about
doesn't
the
have to focus
league.
about the league.
Because everywhere he goes with Juve, he had to worry about the league first, then Champions
Yeah.
League.
With
Inter,
Inter?
Okay.
definitely the league first because we haven't won anything in 10, 20 years when he came, and then Champions League. When he got kicked out of Champions League, it's like, wish we could have went further, but let's win the Scudetto,
Yeah.
right? When you went to Chelsea, you won the league because you have to win the league in the Prem, otherwise you're a failure, and that's it. With PSG, if they don't win the league, they didn't win the league last year. It wasn't like the end of the world for them.
No, over there you have to win the league.
I feel
If
like
you're
you
PSG,
have to.
you have to win the league.
I mean,
But the
considering
main
how
priority
like,
for so many years was Champions League or nothing. For him, if he goes in there, I know Conte wants to win everything. He has
either
a
way,
winning-
if you're going to PSG, that you're being handed
but
the
league,
title.
yeah. But in his mind,
last year I think it
Conte,
was a fluke.
he's like, I can go with a
Manyan,
low
but
profile.
You can't beat him. He's going to win the league. You know what I mean?
Conte can go into PSG with a low profile, not that much pressure to win the league because it's very easy compared to other leagues, and I can have a legitimate chance of winning that Champions League that it's been avoiding me his whole career. Right? He could.
Yeah.
And I can see him doing that with PSG over Tottenham. Tottenham,
but-
there's too much pressure
but
winning
see
the
that-
league.
I don't know.
But that's the thing. I feel like that's why Conte. I don't think he will win anything with Tottenham. I really don't
No,
think
Tottenham stinks.
I really don't think he will. But in saying that, I feel like this it would be his biggest challenge because it's Tottenham, because they haven't accomplished anything recently, and you know what I mean. So like for me, if he wants to actually cement himself as a decent enough coach, Tottenham is the team, not PSG.
But if he wins
So what?
If Conte does go to PSG, I could see them winning.
But if he wins the Champions League
next year,
But if he wins the
I don't
Champions
think
League with
so.
PSG,
I can see that.
Isn't that a huge accomplishment, Joe?
No.
Why not?
Yeah, it is.
You're spending how much are you gonna spend?
Every
Neymar?
single coach before him failed.
Yes,
Failed.
But in saying that, Thomas Tuchel, given the team that PSG has right now, probably could have brought them to the finals and potentially
And
win
they
it.
sacked him.
And they sacked him.
But that's what I'm saying.
They're stupid.
Exactly. They got Poch. Like, don't get me wrong. I think Poch is decent. I think he's more of like a tinkerer than tinkerer.
Does anyone know what you're
I
trying
don't know what
to
you're
say?
trying to say.
He's like one of those guys
Kim
that you give him like.
Basinger?
He's just one of those guys that you don't. He doesn't like. He needs average players, and he can make them. Look at when Tottenham didn't
Yeah.
sign anyone for what 2 years.
Yeah.
He had them playing the best football of their, almost like their history almost. Why? He's one of those guys. He knows how to work with what he has. He doesn't need the big budget. This big budget comes with expectations to
He'd know
win,
what to
like
do
do
with it.
whatever and stuff like that. Conte,
Yeah,
he'll
but I'm
have
saying that I feel like Conte is the same thing.
yes, but the thing with Conte is I don't see him accomplishing anything on a European level simply because like
He's never done it before.
He's never done it before.
that, and on top of that, he goes up against a Pep Guardiola team. He's gonna get ransacked,
I don't think tactically why. Like he'll struggle. I don't think.
man.
And that's why he wants
I
to
don't
go,
think
goes to a
in Europe.
team.
I just, and I do like agree with Sano. I think he will push a lot
Man,
more
can
because
you
you
agree
see,
with me?
you watch but you watch him in the
You gotta
Champions
listen to all
League.
the points.
Joe, you watched him with Inter. I've watched him with Juve. When you see them when they play Champions League, it's like they're not playing. They're not putting in 100%.
Yeah,
They don't
okay.
care for the competition. But then you watch them in the league, and they're going there like they're blood, sweat, and tears. Like they're going there
'Cause there's
just
more
getting the win,
pressure
doing whatever they have to
to
do
win,
to
yeah.
get the win, because they have that pressure on them.
Like,
But
don't get me wrong, I would love if Conte won something so it could cement him as like a
Yeah.
like
Me
he gets
too.
more
Me too.
recognition for what he's doing. But again, I don't know if winning the Champions League with PSG, like again, it's one of those things that's eluding them, like Manchester City,
Yeah.
whatever. But I just wouldn't look at you and say, "Oh yeah, that's a pretty impressive feat that he won Champions League
Nah,
with
but, Joe,
Messi,
but
Neymar, and
either
Mbappe
way,
leading his
he's
line."
good. He's
But
gonna.
he's
have
not
to.
gonna. He's not gonna have those guys. He's not gonna play with.
No,
those
yeah,
guys.
he won't have all those guys.
He won't. He
Plus,
won't.
How
You
do
think
know?
he's gonna
None
put
of
up
us
with
know.
Neymar?
None of us know though.
You think he's gonna put up with Neymar?
Yeah.
You think he's gonna
I think
every
Mbappe's-
other week there's something going on. He's injured. Doesn't
I
play.
think Mbappe is going to be gone in the summer, anyways. I don't think.
But
he's
that's
gonna
the
be
thing.
dealing
So
with
what? You're telling me now Conte's gonna go there, and he's genuinely gonna get rid of Neymar, Mbappe,
Yes.
and Messi, and say, "See you later. We
Not
don't need
Messi,
that. We don't
'cause
need
he's
this
always
anymore."
loved Messi, but Neymar, I don't think he fits. And if he says, "If you're not with my program, there's the door." He doesn't care about your name. Doesn't care if you're about the team.
No, it's not even about the. It's not even about the name. It's the ability Neymar has.
He doesn't care about that. He wants you to play for the team. He doesn't care about the individual. And that's why Conte's successful. Juve,
Yeah, no,
Inter,
he-
Chelsea.
It's just it's
Italy
just
team that
curious
had no
to me.
business being that where they were in
He had
2016.
Giaccherini as our best player.
They had no business being there.
Yeah.
But he brought guys who were like, I'm buying in.
That's the thing, man. You can give him a guy like Neymar that has all this skill and thing, but if he knows Neymar won't do in that position what he wants, but a guy like Perisic or Giaccherini who don't have that, obviously nowhere near a name like that, but he knows they'll do the job 100% the way he wants it. He'll take them. He won't even question it.
And look what he did to Perisic. Perisic was like, no, I'm not following your
Yeah,
your
he was
your
always
scheme.
attack.
Go to Bayern Munich. When he comes back, he felt they get along. They understand each other better. And look, Perisic has become
but
a
even
defensive god all of a sudden.
Yeah, he's been
No, but
phenomenal
even at Bayern, he was a stud.
He was.
Yeah.
I think he needed a
He
goal.
grew there.
I think there was still hatred with the whole Icardi thing and the situation. He needed to leave Italy. He came back. Him and Conte just clicked, and like Perisic just blossomed.
Yeah.
Like a second coming for him.
Yeah, I
He's
think
been-
when he came back like more like open minded and like willing to say, okay, you know
Yes.
what, I'll give in to like your whole thing, and you know what's the worst gonna happen, and
Yeah.
look how it turned out.
It turned out great.
They all listened to Conte and what he was telling them to do, and they won the league.
Again, I don't think PSG is his fit. Messi
Right
won't,
now-
Messi won't
See,
listen
for
to
me, I'm not like you're concerned about that. I'm not concerned about that. I'm more concerned is if it's the right move in his career because of the fact that, and it's already come out that after the 2023 season, so next season, PSG the owners, are
owners, yeah.
leaving.
Yeah, I
So
saw
who's
that.
gonna be in charge of PSG after? Who's gonna own PSG?
Inter owner.
Are they gonna have the same amount of
Stevie,
money?
buddy.
Are they gonna be making like spending that money every summer? Are they gonna be
But
trying to sell everybody?
exactly.
And not be able to afford all these guys. Like, what's gonna happen to them?
Sounds like a Conte project. Guy with financial problems. He comes
But
in.
at that point, he wouldn't even want to stay.
No.
The team falls apart. He's
At
like,
that
what do I
point,
want to play
he
in
might
France
as well just
for?
stay at Tottenham.
Yeah,
'cause
what do
they
I want
have
to play in
money
France?
At least
No,
they have the
no.
money to at least buy these
For me,
guys.
I think he stays at Tottenham.
Look,
he wants to prove himself. He wants to.
Again,
That's
I
the
think-
biggest challenge for him right
yeah,
now.
I think that's a better project for him to be a part of
Yeah.
than PSG winning a Champions League.
He would get more glory. I'm not gonna lie. Like if he won,
Dude,
something
if he won something with Tottenham, man,
That's huge.
he would. They would probably put a statue of him outside.
100%.
But
Yeah,
I
especially
think
with
for
his
his
real- but
personal
it'd be
glory.
real.
Especially
It'd
like
be real
in
hair,
that
though.
league with a team like Tottenham, with what he's coming up against, it would be.
You gotta give him time. You gotta give him time.
100% because you're.
That's why I
100%
said
right.
2-3 years. Like 2-3 years of them buying the players he wants. Them
Yeah.
trying to him just trying to put these things in these players' heads that like, guys, this is how we play. This is what we're doing.
Especially the young players
Just
in the
listen to
system.
me.
Yeah.
We'll get the results. Just don't try to do this. Try to like step out and do things that I'm not asking for, because
that's
then
what
you're gonna be on the bench or you're gonna be sold.
I
feel
just
like-
think if
And I think he's gonna get something done
for
with it.
glory like sake, like winning, like Tottenham winning a trophy would be like huge.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I mean.
But
Like,
a personal achievement for him,
obviously.
he wants a Champions League.
Obviously,
I know
obviously.
he wants.
Well,
like,
yeah.
and he probably knows like if you're in the Prem, you gotta pick one title. You can't. It's hard for if you're not Liverpool or Man City. It's
Yeah.
hard.
Literally, I
to-
was just about to say the same thing. Unless
yeah,
you're Man City or
yeah,
Liverpool.
It's very
well, I would
unrealistic
even- I would even
for
say
a
Man City
team.
more.
It's
than
unrealistic for a team to go for multiple titles.
Yeah.
Like you just gotta pick one and go for it. For him, if he's staying with Tottenham, he has to pick like one of the domestic cups or the actual league. You can't go for all.
Try to go for
the only
everything
part and
right
the
now,
only reason
especially.
why
Especially with
I think he'll
Yeah.
fail with with Tottenham is it's simply because of their ownership. They have the money. They have their own stadium. So it's not like they're not making profits or anything like that. Daniel Levy is just a clown. Like he for some reason doesn't give. For some reason, every deal that's supposed to happen for Tottenham falls through, and they're not going after. Okay, we have this guy as the backup option. He doesn't even happen. That falls through. They end up going for their fourth choice in players that they wanted.
You know why though?
Nuno Espirito Santo, that coach. I don't know why I keep saying his full name. It's just so much fun. Regardless, he wasn't even their first choice.
Yeah.
He was their third or fourth choice. How do you think that guy feels then taking over as the coach?
Because Joe,
That even comes down to like nobody wants to really go to
Exactly. Right
but
there.
no, that's
He
but
nailed
but
it.
that's exactly what I'm saying. That's why like Conte this summer transfer window, I feel like if he doesn't get what he needs,
Yeah, he's gone.
He'll leave halfway
Yeah,
through.
but I think he'll have.
But that's the
he'll have
biggest-
he'll have leverage.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the biggest thing for Tottenham this year, and for even Conte. Like if you don't see them make a signing within the first month of the transfer market, he packs his bag. He's going to France.
Yeah, but I think,
See you later.
but you know, just by his name, he'll attract people
Yeah.
to actually sign for the team. And then if the team starts saying, "Oh no, we don't want to spend that much on this," he'll say, "Hey, you guys don't want to
Yeah.
spend. I got an offer in Paris. I'll go over there gladly, and they'll buy whoever the fuck I want to
Yeah,
buy."
yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, "I don't got to worry about that." So that might say, then what's his name, Daniel Levy?
Yeah.
He might say, "Okay, you know what? Okay, who do you want? And start spending a little bit, because he has to realize if you actually want to win something, you got to spend money."
Yeah,
And spend it
then
smart.
they end up
Spend it
playing-
smart.
You gotta spend smart. There's a difference between spend like PSG right now. They just spend it for the
Oh, yeah,
sake
they
of
just spend
spending. You gotta spend it smart.
Now this
Yeah.
summer
About
they're
Donnarumma for fun.
Yeah, now they're saying it was all business. We never had the intention of him replacing
Bless you.
Navas.
Oh yeah.
Thank
We
you.
just bought him because he was free and it was a good opportunity. And now, like, dude, these guys are just like they're over here just making business moves just to
No,
make
that's what I
money.
mean, though. Like,
I mean,
more money.
We're
Don't get me wrong.
struggling
Jersey
trying to
sales.
Don't
we're
get me wrong.
struggling trying to sign.
I do that kind
players.
of stuff in FIFA career mode.
Yeah, that's what you do.
You sign a guy for free. Yeah,
Donnarumma back up the team. Yeah, get over
we'll
here.
sell him for $150 million or whatever. See you later.
That's what I mean. Like, these guys are legit playing FIFA, like making investments, like this, that, like they're ruining the game.
I feel like they're just coming out and saying that because they like none of the players panned out. I think that's PSG's thing. Minus Hakimi, like Genie Wijnaldum didn't pan out at all.
Sergio Ramos.
Sergio
None of
Ramos
them.
has been a corpse. I don't even know what's going on.
He's disappeared.
Donnarumma.
Yeah, but even Wijnaldum
nothing.
they
Barely
had coming off the
playing.
bench too.
Barely
favorite.
playing.
Favorite guy. I used to call him Wishy Washa.
I remember that. Actually.
I didn't know how to say his name. At one
Messi
point.
and Hakimi are probably the only two.
And even
other
Messi, everyone's
transfers.
criticizing Messi.
Yeah, you can't really
I'll
criticize
never.
the guy.
I'll never.
Guess was
I was
the
gonna say,
most assists in the league.
the
You
guy
still
has
can't say
more
anything.
titles than Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
I also think Messi's heart,
you
no
chirp
offense,
him?
is not into PSG.
No, he
obviously
never
you
wanted
see
to
it.
leave.
You see it like
Barca,
this
though.
year, the way he plays, his attitude
He never
on,
like
on the
he
field.
he's always said his admiration for Barca, how he expected his whole like him and his family expected to like be there forever and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, this kind of like took him by surprise. I feel like this whole like this because it happened so fast. Like it was just like, yeah, he's gonna resign, and then it was like, oh no, he can't resign. The deal's not gonna go through. They don't have the money for it. And then
Yeah.
the next thing you know, okay, Messi's leaving for free. Where's he going? City or PSG?
I remember reading Twitter during that whole
Or
saga.
Inter.
Oh my
People
God.
saying, "Oh yeah, he should play for free."
Yeah,
The best one of the best players to ever exist.
And
You're gonna play for free.
I hate when people talk about
Oh my
people's
God.
finances.
Yeah.
It's like you go make that kind of money and see if you want to not.
And see if you
Yeah.
wanna-
And
you
then,
wanna-
and then
you wanna go
everyone's
do
like,
your
yeah,
job
but his
for free.
endorsements and this and that, he's making enough. Yeah, okay, don't get me wrong. I would agree. All these players are making enough money to survive for 3 lifetimes
Yeah.
with endorsements and stuff like that. But
You can't.
these
tell.
guys are like, I'm also not a professional player.
yeah.
These guys are worked probably to the bone.
Oh,
They're-
yeah,
they have
obviously.
their life is always 24/7. It's exposed.
Soccer.
Well,
Oh,
that,
yeah,
that,
yeah,
that too. I'm just
exposed,
saying,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you have
The
a
light's
child,
always
something
on
like,
them.
yeah, like you have a child,
You
you have
legit-
the press right there taking a picture.
You're legit
like-
on the road.
Yeah,
You only get what? What did they get off? Nowadays,
I think
there's
it's.
so
I
many
honestly think.
games.
I honestly
2
think
months in the summer they get off.
not even 2 months. Not even.
if you're a good player and
They
you're playing
finish.
for the
They
national
finish
team,
end of May. So like let's say beginning of June, and they start. End
Well,
of July.
I'm saying training though, like
end of July, August.
they're
Yeah.
training July, end of July. They're training.
end of July.
and then a lot of the
and
players.
they're right
they-
back into it.
A lot of the
Yeah.
players end halfway, like their what's it called?
vacation.
Their vacation.
But
halfway
usually the
through.
whole team's back and everything by like end of July,
Yeah.
beginning of August.
So a month you have free.
Yeah, a month and a little bit, but still.
Yeah.
But that's your life from when you're what now players are starting off 15, 16, but like
Even
let's say
before
like
that.
18, 9. But yeah, now. But I'm saying like usually like getting into like the league and everything.
Professionally, yeah.
18,
Yeah,
19, you're getting in, and you're what? You're
Unless
playing
you're the
till
Bundesliga,
you're
you're
playing,
starting at 16
Yeah.
years old. All these guys, and it's like Jesus.
You're playing till
Guys are
you're
crazy.
till you're what? Between 32 to like 35
Yeah.
is like average, and then after that, you got to
Yeah,
figure out the rest of
exactly.
your life. Like you're not working.
And that's the thing. I feel like a lot of fans didn't realize. Like, yeah, obviously he loves the club, but you can't.
But then they know he's gonna play
just,
for free.
Yeah, you
I don't
can't
understand.
just.
I know-
That's just insane.
You
I
can't
don't
just
understand.
expect that.
If
to
you're good at
happen.
something, never do it for free.
Yeah, exactly.
Never do it for free.
But on that topic, actually, of money and being free,
Yeah.
transfer market
Yeah.
this summer, I genuinely think. It's gonna be a Serie A based thing that I'm saying right now. I'm sorry, to
let's
the Premier
focus-
League, I'm
let's
switching
focus
it.
on Serie A.
Yeah,
The best. The best, because we like it. That's it.
Okay, yeah, there
Yes.
you go. A little bit better. I think
stinks.
this transfer market, this transfer
this
summer,
summer?
is the most important, and it's not just important for like the small teams, whatever. For Inter, it is massive.
Huge.
For Milan, it is definitely huge, especially with the rumors of the new ownership almost
We
like
are rich.
officially taking it over.
I really hope it's like a
Juve to try to
Fugazi
get
owner.
back to being a title contender. Because let's get real. Every Juve fan, sorry to put you guys on blast here, but you guys just give a shit about this league.
Yeah.
And you guys just give a shit about winning the Scudetto and being
Yeah.
a dominant team there and whatever.
I'm sorry, but like it is. I agree with that.
No, but to a certain extent. You won it 9 years straight. Maybe try to
No.
concentrate on
Doesn't
Champions
matter,
League, no?
man.
Championship is
But
championship.
they won it 9 years straight
Win
in a
it,
dead
Joe.
league, man.
Win it 1 year.
The league was in shambles.
Listen,
Doesn't matter. Hey, why don't
listen.
you guys
First
win
year
it?
that the
I'm
first
worried
year that
about
they
this.
so
won.
easy.
We
Why'd
didn't
you
have a
guys do it?
team, dude. Who do we have?
No, the first year that they won, they had a horrible team and they won.
Go look, but if you look at all the which one? Oh, the first year. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go look at the goal. I guarantee you don't know one player on that team.
Okay, hold
I'll
on a
tell you
second.
right now, I do.
I don't have that memory.
No,
Yeah.
I'm saying I'll
Better
show you
than
after.
yesterday.
If I show you this team, no one on that team. I guarantee you
Diego?
remember.
Remember.
Yeah, okay,
But
but
but every
then go
year you
pull
can't
up
say it was
every
a-
other team in the league.
But okay, but look, you can't say it was a wash. There was maybe
There was a solid
there
like
was maybe
5 years
no,
where
no.
like everybody else was washed.
Trust me, man. I was going through this. I had this argument with. I forgot who I was having this argument in my garage, but we were going through the years, and there was the 1 year when Napoli, which any team that finishes with 92 points would win the league. No, like
It's true.
No ifs, ands, or buts. Napoli finished with 92 points, and Juve finished with 96 points. Okay.
What about that year with
That-
Roma that we finished in second
We-
under Rudy Garcia?
Yeah, we finished with 103 points.
I think we were in the 90s.
Yeah,
I think
you
so.
guys
I was
were in the
gonna say
90s, and we finished with
because
103.
it was like down to the last game or something like
Yeah.
that, and second last game or third last game, and you guys dropped points,
Yeah.
and we won. And there's still that image that always circulates on Roma's Twitter, whatever, of Rudy Garcia like doing like a little dance with his tongue out because he saw the result for you guys. And then we ended up.
But that was but see, like,
in
and
a
then
dead league.
I hate that like everyone just like oh, you know, but it was a dead
They're trying
league.
to discredit Juve,
But
and
not even the discredit. It's like, but these teams here, they should have like. It just looks bad on the league because Juve was a dominant team. No matter like look at what we were doing in Champions League. We still went to 2 Champions League finals in 3 years. We were like, they built something great. It just every Serie A team was just looking at it. They couldn't do anything, and they were like, oh yeah, but look, the league's bad. But do something, build a team.
I
you know,
agree
like
with you.
make it competitive.
It's a
Our owner
scapegoat.
was buying helicopters.
I know, that's what I mean. Like these
And
owners,
all
like,
that.
It's a
prostitutes.
scapegoat
We
to
were-
diminish Juve's accomplishment.
Yeah.
They build a foundation and they dominated.
No,
that was the
what-
result.
No,
Good for
me,
them.
For me, I'm not diminishing any like what Juve did. 9 years straight. That's impressive. Dead league or not, whatever. It's impressive. What I'm saying though for Juve and whatever is they don't. There's no time to rebuild. They demand everything right now.
A lot of pressure.
With Juve, there's a shit ton of pressure, and it all stems because they demand the league that much.
Yeah.
Like I'm not chirping that they've won it all that time. Like okay, it was kind of like a backhanded chirp, I guess. But like the whole principle is like this year, even though finishing top 4, I would say is impressive considering they're rebuilding. That's not enough for Juve fans. You guys need to be contending for that first spot.
all
else it's a fail.
Juve fans look for every year is they expect even obviously Serie A, but a trophy at least. Whether it's Serie A, Coppa Italia, Super Cup, Champions League, obviously we all wish, but they just want a trophy.
Well, that's why Pirlo got sacked because he didn't.
he won 2 trophies last year.
But he didn't win the league. That's what I'm trying to
he
say.
still
Though,
won
like
2.
it is
Pirlo-
so league heavy.
Joe,
for
I think even if Pirlo won the league, he was being sacked.
bullshit.
His structure.
I think
his
so.
structure was not.
I
good.
just think
think
that
so.
that move of him going there made no sense.
It made no sense.
They were cornered.
And
They
in a short
reacted.
off season, they had a short off season,
Yeah.
right? They had a short turnover, and they brought in pure. Like I didn't get.
I didn't get the move at all.
I
But
think the more logical thing for Juve at that point would have probably been appointing Grosso as coach because he was their youth coach. Just
Yeah.
promote him up,
Exactly.
give him that one.
Nah,
If the whole plan was to
you
get
keep-
rid of
you keep
Pirlo,
Sadi.
no, I would not have.
No, but that's what I'm saying, like,
Because
Sadi
the
was-
old, he was bad.
I know
but the off season
I know
was
he
so
beat
short.
he beat Conte and like that was very impressive. But he was not a good coach for that.
No,
Juve
for
team.
that-
With
I
Ronaldo,
agree.
without Ronaldo,
I agree.
Thank God we got rid of him because
I
he
was
did
not the
like
coach
him.
for Juve.
No,
I
no,
agree
no,
with
no. We should have not got rid of Allegri that year when we did when that whole thing
You should
happened.
never have picked them.
Even
up,
when
yeah.
we did and we brought the main thing, which now I'm hearing in the summer is going to happen. What they should have done because it wasn't the players, it wasn't the coaches, it was the upper management.
Yeah,
Something needed to be changed. And now apparently what I'm reading is in the summer, Agnelli might be gone. He might, so he'll still be the owner, but he won't be the president.
Okay,
So
he's stepping down, kind of.
So he's going to be out of the picture, kind of. Nedved's going to be out of the picture.
oh, thank God.
That guy Adi Vabene, he'll become the new vice president.
Okay.
And with the rumors I'm hearing, obviously, and all speculation, but apparently they want Del Piero to be the president of the team,
Why not?
which I would love.
Yeah, of course.
It's not only like a nostalgic thing. I feel
No.
like a big name like
and I
that
think- and
within football.
He knows the culture.
It's like Maldini.
Look, that's what
you
I'm
know?
saying. Look at Maldini. Like he knows the culture of Milan. You see all the players that signed, like Theo said it. You see all the players that signed said that they talked to Maldini personally. He tells them, about Milan, about
what
the
it's like to play
culture,
for
about
the
what it's like
badge
what it
rather
means to
than
play
the
for
name
the
of the
for the
badge.
Especially when
badge,
you have
not
a
just to
player
play
like that, talking to you.
That's what I mean, and like that's what Per. If you're a young player and this Maldini comes to you and says, "I want you on my team. I think you're this. This is the culture here, and I want you to, I think you can really fit in here, and you have the passion in you." Dude, you're gonna fall in love with the team.
whatever you want.
Even if like that's what I mean.
That's 100%.
Dude, I think even me, like as a Juve fan, if I was a soccer player and he came out to me and was talking to me and like having Maldini say these things to me that come to Milan, like I would be like, you know what, man, sold. I'm in.
I think
I'm in.
I think that's what Juve is missing because
Yeah.
Milan has Maldini,
Yeah.
who's doing a great job.
Yeah.
Inter has Zanetti.
Yeah.
That's the reason Martinez left racing. He came to Inter's because
Yeah.
Zanetti would go visit him and tell him come to Inter.
Yeah, he would always,
Imagine Del Piero going to Juve and being involved with the organization, the club.
Well,
he's going to draw players to
Oh,
come.
yeah.
I even
big
think
time.
my dad is a Juve fan. Unfortunately, I grew up with all Juve fans. But my dad has said it from the get-go when Nedved was appointed. He's like, why do you have a guy like that to usher in the culture of Juve?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even play for Juve his whole career, or like he spent a good amount of time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but he-
but he
but
also
he was
spent
one
the
of
same.
those- But he was one of those players that when he didn't have his whole career there, but when he came there, he just got that, like, he just completely absorbed that, like, Juve DNA.
Yeah, and he also
and
was
he
that
just
guy that
became,
he
like, a
stayed
pure
during, like,
Juventino.
when they dropped to Serie
Yeah.
B, he was there.
That's why
Respectfully,
I get it.
my
but,
hack was up, but he was also on a Juve rival.
yeah, and I
before
don't
that, on
I don't
Lazio.
think he's
So-
a good vice president.
That's- and
that's
I
why
think
Joe
he's a-
doesn't like
he's
him.
a good- I think
no,
he's a
not
good
even
role.
that. I just think like for Nedved, I feel like first off, his name doesn't have any pull within
I
Italian
agree
soccer.
with you. I agree
Yeah,
with you.
it
That's
doesn't
know,
help in
I
that
don't-
sense.
like,
yeah.
I-
compared
do
to
I-
Del Piero, yeah.
Oh,
That's
my
what I mean.
God.
Like, do I think Nedved was a great player? Yeah, he was great. But do
Yeah.
I think he's that? Oh my God, it's Pavel
You
Nedved
need-
talking
Like,
to me.
imagine Raspadori getting a call from like Del Piero,
Exactly.
come to you instantly.
Exactly.
It's done, sold.
It's not that like figurehead like a Maldini,
Yeah.
a Zanetti. That
I
Del
feel
Piero
like that's
is going to be that figurehead for
That's
Juve.
the one thing Juve has lacked in upper like management, and like it was a lot of the time it was shielded because they had Beppe Marotta. I think he's the best like director
Oh, man.
in the world, arguably,
He's-
with that one eye
that
out
was
like
such
there.
a that was like I know everyone's like, oh, Paratici, you guys.
I don't like-
Paratici was good.
He was
but-
he was
but
decent
Marotta-
enough because he
Marotta-
was under.
Marotta's
Yeah,
the best.
he learned a lot
yeah,
from
he
Marotta,
learned a
but
lot.
he was nowhere near Marotta.
Marotta
Yeah,
is
I
the
was gonna
best.
say you can't like
Marotta-
Marotta is.
Dude,
His ability on free
the
players,
he's like he
it's
can
crazy.
he can pick out like, okay, like this guy's not going to be a flop. Like he knows which players to buy every time, and he'll never mess
Like-
it up.
So-
Barella, he brought in Barella.
Yeah.
Barella, it's
Al, I'm
just-
gonna ask you then, as a Juve fan, for next year, you guys want to contend. We
Yeah.
haven't. I feel like we've never asked each other this, and we're like, whatever. We're the hosts. We ask all our guests this kind of stuff. But for you, who do you bring in for Juve that either do you think he'll be like the X factor, that he's the game changer for you guys, or like are you like what positions do you think need to be filled? Like what are you doing besides obviously bringing in Messi? Who do you look at to bring?
Love Messi. Well,
No, I'm getting
if
to
I'm
you
if
next,
I'm if
buddy.
I'm going by like from everything I'm hearing with like Allegri that he wants to go to like a 4-3-3, going by that, I think we need then to sign another winger, which then at that point there I would look at who's available. For me, I would love Salah.
He is on a free.
He's not free.
he? Yeah, I
No,
thought he was
he's
on
not
free.
free,
He's
but
not.
he has one more year in his contract and he's not re-signing.
So he's gonna be cheap.
So he'll be cheap. So if that's a possibility, buddy, hands down.
He
that.
doesn't go there though. Don't worry.
But honestly, I would like to see Raspadori. I would love that
yeah.
because that kid there, and especially he's Italian. I want to see Juve now grow these Italian
Yeah.
players because I think honestly now you look at Italy's youth and these kids coming up, and they actually have
teams,
skill.
Yeah. And on top of that, they need the big teams to
but-
grow
but-
them.
But Joel, the
True.
thing is, they always needed the big teams. But now these players that are coming up can actually play on
Yeah.
the big team.
I mean,
they have the skill to play on the team.
I'm quoting your manager here. These players play 5 to 10 games, and they think their champions are ready. That's why I stick with older players, or something along those lines.
Yeah, no, I know what quote you're talking about. It was something like that, and that is a thing with Allegri. But now you see he's giving this season. You see with younger players, he's giving them a chance and giving them minutes and slowly. And
Yeah.
I get it because it's hard to bring in these young guys and putting all that pressure on them when you're a team like Juve and you're expected to win and you're all that.
That's
So,
why I feel like Juve
I
isn't
get
a
that.
place. No offense
But
to whatever. a place to grow as a
Raspadori's, I
youngster.
feel like he comes there, he's starting. It'll be Chiesa, Vlahovic, and him.
No.
Yeah.
No.
That'll be those three.
I think Morata somehow starts on left.
Morata's, but like Morata might not even be.
Allegri has a hard on for him.
Morata is either going back to Atletico or
Morata-
Arsenal.
yeah,
or
Morata's gotta
Arsenal.
go.
Or
Yeah.
Arsenal's. No, he's on loan. So
Yeah,
either
he's gotta
he's
go.
gonna go back on. They said he's
gotta
gonna go back on loan, or Arsenal might buy him for like 30 mil.
No. Did you hear what Paris said or not? He's got to
He's
go.
gotta go.
All right.
Wrap it up. Dude.
I agree.
Season's over. Get out of here.
Now,
He
get him
overstayed
out
his
of
welcome.
here
The guy
now.
started-
Vacancy
Dude.
signs. Eh.
He scored a bicycle kick to try to pull everybody back in. Come on, guys, just keep me here. But I think he's
That's
long
it,
gone.
no.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't even including Morata.
Your stuff's
so-
in a duffel bag. Get out of here.
So I'll definitely take Raspadori.
That's a realistic signing too. Actually.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
nothing
That's
too
I see it
far-fetched.
happening. In the midfield,
So you'd get a midfield too.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Juve just
Oh, yeah.
ransacking Sassuolo and
we need a midfield. We need a midfield.
Poke back, dude.
I would.
Nah, he's not coming.
I've been
I've
hearing
heard it
you-
for
This is
5
7
years.
years
dude.
now.
all
Let's go.
I've been
Back.
hearing is poke back
Hey,
for the last 3.5 years.
You guys both know how much I love Pogba and how much I would love to have him back. But if I
Pog-
if
no.
if Juve had the
That
option
was terrible. Sorry.
out of the three to sign De Jong, Milinkovic, Savic, and Pogba would not be my first choice.
Where are you guys getting the money?
We have, what do you mean?
De Jong
They,
for stuff.
well, I mean, Juve spent like 200 mil this summer. They already said.
Jesus Christ.
Milan's gonna play.
It's a big number for
And
my
they-
Roma fans.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say, I don't know if
Stroke there.
you're not used to these big numbers here, but no, they said
Jesus
that they're like
Christ.
investing like
Thought 40
100 and
mil was
like
too much.
it was like 130 or 140 mil into their midfield. As long as, but you also think they're gonna be like they're gonna try to sell Arthur this summer. Rabiot, they're obviously gonna try to sell.
Rabiot, you're not going to get anything for him.
About the last couple weeks.
hey,
dude, I
just
don't know
a
what that
headache.
guy's on.
That's what I'm saying. He's been actually pulling performances together, man.
I'm sorry. I don't know how Juve's going to strike a deal somehow. You mark my
Oh,
words. They're going to strike a
100%.
deal.
Rabiot gum 90 mil.
90 mil
I don't know
or
why,
something.
but-
They
None of their salary
They
retained.
sold a 30-plus-year-old
Who?
in Miralem Pjanic
Yeah.
for how much was it? 70 mil or 60 mil?
60 mil, I think it was.
I mean, technically, it was a straight swap with Arthur.
Stop.
It was a straight swap with Arthur.
But Pjanic
Worst
was,
bit of business from Barcelona then.
They
if
needed-
that's the case.
they
But
needed to
wasn't it 60
Not
mil
really.
for him, 70
no,
for him, whatever?
just to balance the books, the way they did it was 60 mil and 60 mil.
Justin Trudeau, the books will balance
Hey,
themselves,
sorry,
right?
what did
Of course.
that course case? Would it come back now? Who's clean?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
We're not having
We don't
this
cheat
conversation. We're
nothing.
not having this conversation.
Nothing.
about that.
Nothing. They're
Anyways, midfielder. Obviously, like I would take De Jong, but we don't know what's happening with that. I would love to see him, but I think I would take Milinkovic-Savic.
I think that's realistic, but I also
Who,
don't rate
Savage.
Milik- Yeah,
No,
Sa-
what? How do you not rate him?
I don't
Savage?
rate him.
It's because on Lazio.
He's on Lazio.
Yeah,
Don't
I
ask
can't
him
talk.
anything about
This guy's
Lazio.
saying Dorosi's the greatest
Dude.
center mid of all time, and he's saying Milinkovic-Savic don't
Honestly,
rate him. Man,
if
get
you look at
out of
Lazio's
here.
team, Luis Alberto,
Savage and
and
Immobile.
like those three,
Yeah, that's it.
awesome.
That's their
Awesome.
team. And look what he does consistently, man. Every year, it's not like everyone's like, "Oh yeah, okay, well we'll see what he does next year."
No, this is the
Next
thing.
year he does even
I think
better.
Milinkovic-Savic, I don't think he's
So
bad
good.
or anything like that, but
So
I
good.
won't put him in the bracket where I think, oh my god, this guy's an animal.
No.
Mainly because I feel like he's misused on Lazio.
But he makes that next step to
Cause-
Juve. He already knows the league, dude. I think he'll fit into the team properly, and he'll make that next step in his career, and that's what he'll.
Okay, so-
Plus, he'll make that midfield.
so-
like,
oh, yeah.
everyone around him, he'll just make.
He'll make everyone better.
Zakaria, Locatelli, Milinkovic-Savic.
and Milinkovic-Savic would be. That's why be the midfield.
and they'll be. That'd be an animal.
I would get those two right
Yeah,
there.
but there's also rumors circulating with Juve that they're getting a couple youngsters back in midfield.
yeah,
as
we
well.
are, but they're not going to be. I don't think they'll be starting right away.
No, they're
but
wasting
they're going to be.
talent,
No,
buddy.
they're going to be rotated.
Not wasting
It's
talent.
not
You ease them
wasted
into.
Yeah, like everyone calls
line
wasted
up.
talent. Wasted talent. man.
Barandashi was supposed to be like Baggio, apparently.
No, it was a waste of
and what
talent. A
happened?
waste of signing.
Get outta here.
Kolarov. I don't know why he signed with Inter.
Another, and then other than that,
You
I'd
need,
pro-
you need
I
a
would-
left back and center
I would
back,
say-
I'd say. Center
I
back,
would
you don't
send a
know
center
about that.
back.
You don't know about the new guy.
because we still
Gatti.
we have Chiellini. I think he's going to retire at the end of the year.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
so. Or he
We're-
goes to
we're-
MLS.
You're going to have Bonucci and Delict there. You're going to
Delict's
have Gatti from Brescia,
Frosinone.
and I saw there was another kid we're looking at. I think he's from Brescia too. He's Italian. So you bring in another kid like that. Then you have Rugani there too to be like a third string, fourth string backup. I think center backs are fine. Fullback, you have DeShilo as your backup, and you have Danilo as your right back. So if I'm Juve,
I look at a right back.
you can do okay with because you have Danilo and you have Cuadrado who can play there.
That's true, actually.
Yeah.
With Quadrado, I kind of forgot about Quadrado.
like you're,
Briefly, but-
if someone's available and they can sign him, you know what, go for it.
Yeah.
But that's not a position I think right now they need to spend money on. Left back though, Alessandro, I'd get rid of him. I would start Pellegrini,
Love that kid.
and I would try to sign a backup. Which what's that left back from Ajax?
there's a
his
lot. Why did I say there's a lot? Taliafico.
No,
Whatever.
No.
Mazraoui?
might be him.
He's right back, and he's going to Bayern.
Not
for
okay,
free.
not him.
The Argentina player.
No, I think his
yeah.
name starts with like an I or something.
Urian Timber?
Oh, I gotta check.
And
I gotta
he's
check.
also
But
a center
the left back from there, I saw they were linked. But he's like younger. I don't know if that will happen.
As much
I
as
don't know
I
how
know
happen.
the young
But
kids,
for
it sounds
that,
wrong
like I
again.
would love to see like Pellegrini like get the start.
I think
them keep going with
Pellegrini
him.
should be given more of a chance with Juve. Honestly,
Yeah, but he
I think
is, man. He's playing every game.
No,
he's definitely got the spot over Sandro.
Alexandro played last game.
That was like go look. You know, FIFA right now they're doing that card. They get an upgrade when they start a game. He just got that upgrade this week.
Look at Pellegrini.
No, Alexandro.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause Alexandro he never starts.
Really?
It's always
Dude,
it's been
literally the
Pellegrini.
last game I just watched, Alexandro was
Yeah,
starting.
because Pellegrini's fitness is out. He's not hurt. But
So
he's
this
not, like,
he needs a contract card. Or fitness card
Yeah,
from
I do.
FIFA. All right.
But no, Pellegrini, and you notice it like some games, like dude, 70 minutes, he's gassed.
Well, that's also because of his injuries and stuff like that.
But that's
he's
what he
gotten
needs to
over his
work on
career,
now. If
yeah.
he wants to be a starter for Juve and he wants that to cement that spot, he needs to work on his fitness. He needs to be able to play a 90-minute game more if he's needed, and he can't be drained like that because we're gonna be in 3 competitions minimum. So you need to be available, ready to play those games there.
Which you would think he would at least get. I feel like he still hasn't gotten enough playing time, and I get it. You're saying it's his fitness, but I feel like there's been like times that you guys are playing twice a week, whatever, and he doesn't play either of the games, and he would rather run with Danilo on left back, who plays right back.
That's because he's been hurt, man.
I think you've been hurt.
Joe, I follow the team. I know he's been
It's a
hurt.
good counterpoint.
Thank you.
That was very good.
I know he's been hurt, man. The only time when you see Danilo left back, that means either Alexandro's unavailable and Pellegrini's dead or hurt, because that's the only time he plays there. Or else
But
Pellegrini's
that's the
playing.
thing. I feel like I haven't heard a lot about him being hurt, so it's probably just his
it's always
fitness type
like
of thing
muscle
then.
injuries and all. It's never like an ACL.
So he's
or
not
like,
actually hurt.
No. I'm saying like
It's
muscle
fitness.
strains.
Joe's
and
only
this.
used to ACL.
Yeah, we're Roma
Joe
fans.
hears injury and it's like ACL injury,
Yeah.
torn meniscus, LCL.
Smalling became a vegan, so that was an injury apparently for him. He
Oh
couldn't
my
play
God,
for almost a
I
year.
still hate Smalling. He's still the reason why Italy didn't make the World Cup. You know
Who,
that, right?
Smaldini?
Yeah.
Anyways, actually speaking of Smaldini now, Pear. I feel like I haven't heard your voice in a while.
¿Qué pasó, man?
Milan.
What about
Next
us?
year, what will take you guys?
Next year, well,
well,
we're gonna be
this
loaded.
transfer market.
Yeah.
What do you think are the
We're gonna
key?
be
We're gonna be
loaded.
loaded. So
What
what
are
we're
the
gonna do is
keys
we're gonna
for
probably
you
sign
guys?
Haaland up top.
Okay, perfect. I like that. Direct replacement for Ibra.
Yeah.
Okay.
Messi doesn't seem too happy.
Yeah.
So
Okay, we're
he's
getting
gotta
him
come
too.
in.
Okay, let's be realistic.
Replaces Salamaker. Wait, this is realistic. They're gonna be rich.
No.
Yeah,
So now
no,
Pear
no,
will-
we're gonna
you
be
know
rich.
they're gonna get an owner like who
We're gonna
used to
re-sign
own you guys,
Donnarumma. We're gonna
the Chinese
re-sign
owners?
Chinese owner who said,
We
"Yeah,
are
yeah,
rich."
I have lots of money." I should
Young
say like, but I have lots of money,
Young
and,
Hong Lee.
and he
right?
screws you guys over.
Okay, but this is real money now.
That's when they signed Kazuki Honda, right?
No, Suzuki Honda.
Suzuki Honda.
It's real money now.
Yeah,
So I guess
Okay, no.
Donnarumma is gonna be our backup. Welcome back, buddy.
I actually heard. I just heard.
Did I just see
Ruben Diaz is going there too, probably, right?
Yeah, maybe I don't know. No, but realistically,
Can you be realistic for
yeah,
what?
realistically, the only
I thought he was going to say
upgrades-
Haaland.
the only upgrades I see are in our offense. I think from the midfield back, we're set. I'm hearing Berardi's going to come, so I'd actually be happy with that signing. He's playing well this year. And for the striker position, you got to see what's available. But
Scamacca, I heard you guys are linked with.
yeah, but I'm hearing a lot of people are linked with Scamacca.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think
he-
all of Serie A.
Scamacca
And apparently we just signed Origi. I don't know for what, probably for fun. We'll probably send him to our youth academy.
And Scamacca said he likes Inter, so he's coming. to Inter.
Scamacca's actually a Roma fan.
I don't know. I have a feeling about
tattooed on
Scamacca
his
that he's gonna end up
Pal.
that he's gonna end up like outside Italy.
Scamacca.
Yeah, I feel.
Well,
I have a feeling
that's what I was
Milan and
reading
Inter are both
today.
gonna be like playing hard bump. Oh, we're not going above this. We're not going above this. And then like they're gonna accept an offer from like
Yeah,
Atletico
Well,
probably.
that's
Madrid or
what
something.
even Sassuolo said.
Yeah.
If Milan and Inter or the teams like linked in general in
Yeah.
Italy don't give an offer of 30 or 35 mil, something like that, then we'll start looking abroad.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not
And
like they're
there's-
asking
good
for a
business,
lot.
apparently
man.
a lot of teams abroad.
That's
are
I mean, like
coming in.
Scamacca is a solid talent. It's like that whole Sassuolo offense is
But
genuinely.
it's just
gonna be
scary when
really
you
good.
sign like a player like that because you got to see how they
Because
play
they're coming
once
from
they
a
come.
mid-table club, right?
Yeah.
Well, that sounds offensive because Sassuolo I like, but
They're-
like
yeah.
they are a mid-table club.
Yeah.
Realistically,
And when you
yeah.
like,
No, I
especially
just
for
get I
Milan,
just get flashbacks of like Pjanic, and it's
But you
like,
can't, man.
Pjanic is doing so well with Fiorentina.
nah, dude, he was
He's
a
doing
stud.
so well with
I guess you
Fiorentina.
could say he shot himself in the foot.
Pjanic, he still has the skill. He came at a bad time that
He also
Milan
had- also-
Milan could not buy a goal,
Yeah, not
and
even that.
he was getting
missing
all the blame.
sitters.
He was.
But
The
he was
curse of
missing
the number 9
sitters.
after
because-
Inzaghi
yeah, it's
retired
Also,
it there.
no offense, Milan's a way better team than when Pjanic was there.
Oh yeah, from
Oh,
then
yeah.
till now.
Yeah, okay, but it doesn't
yeah.
change the fact that he was missing sitters and pens
Okay,
on a
I'm not
daily.
defending.
Yeah, 'cause he
I'm
was-
not
he was
defending
choking
him that
'cause he couldn't handle the
I'm
pressure.
not defending him for that, but like, I'm sorry, like that Milan team back then stink.
Yeah.
I mind you,
I'm
they
saying
stink
he just
now. So
he just
it
had
doesn't
a
matter.
yeah. I feel like he had a lot more
Watch-
pressure.
if we win the Scudetto, I'm egging
I
your
will
house.
shake your hand.
Don't touch me.
Say congratulations, you didn't blow it this year.
I don't know.
Well, that's the thing for next year. If Milan wins it, if they don't win it, no matter what, then I feel like the target for next season is winning the Scudetto.
Oh, obviously, Milan lose this year. The target next year is always going to be
Yeah,
to
and
win
if
the
they win
Scudetto.
it this year, then it's like try to either maintain it or just like stay relevant.
Yeah.
and
It'll
either
just
way,
be
I
grow off
like.
it.
You think Berardi?
and Scamacca are
Would be-
are
yeah.
the only thing that Milan needs right now.
Availability wise, right? Like if we do get that money and Salah wants to come, that's what I
No, but I'm saying
that's
like
what I mean.
I'm
Though
saying,
it's
not-
we
not
need
even
a winger and a striker.
Yeah. But I'm saying, what about like for depth? Like, would you sign anybody else in like other positions? Do you
is
think
that-
Milan need anybody in other positions?
You're right back.
Sorry, guys.
Or
No, right back
no.
they're good. They have Calabria.
Yeah,
and Florenzi.
Calabria's a stud.
Florenzi's made of paper
Yeah,
mache.
Yeah, that I
Yeah, but that's
do
why he's a
agree.
backup.
Hey.
He is, man. I
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
but you know,
those.
it is a bad thing. Like when your backup has like he plays at that one game a season and he gets hurt.
Yeah, it's like
God,
Ibra.
leave him alone.
Yeah.
That's like half our team. That's why, dude. We need some healthy players.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
feel
need
like you
striker
guys
and winger
genuinely
for them,
need.
I think.
But that's what I mean. Like right now, like Berardi coming, I would be happy with. Like I said, Raspadori's going to be available too. Maybe we can scoop him.
Yeah.
Nice.
I feel like
what
The-
about,
the
what about a
striker-
center back?
No, well,
Would you guys ride it out like with Kalulu?
no, because right now
So
we
young,
have
man.
Botman too. Apparently, there's a mutual agreement with Botman, so he's going to be coming.
Okay, but what about for like backup then?
We have Kalulu.
I'm saying like
he'd
keep him
be-
as
yeah,
the
yeah,
center
keep
back, or
him
do
as
you want
a
to bring
center
like
back.
bring okay?
well, you also have to
No.
remember Kier too, right?
Yeah,
so
we
like
got
if,
Kier
if
who's
Sven
gonna be coming
Botman
back.
comes
I
in,
thought isn't his contract done this year, Kier? Oh, he's still there. Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, he'll still be there. That's why for center back we're good.
yeah, they have the depth there. So they
For midfield too, I'm hearing we might get Renato Sanchez.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. and
No,
would be a
no,
good
that,
signing.
that was before the big
I know,
money.
I
rumor.
know, but I don't see that happening. For some reason, I have Renato Sanchez pegged as that guy, and like he's genuinely just labeled to me now as that guy that just wants the glitz and the glamour. He left Benfica at a young age when I don't even think he was a finished product yet or anything like that. And he went to Bayern Munich thinking he was going to be a world beater because he went to Bayern Munich. Then he fell off the map, went to Lille, regained his name.
went to Swansea.
That's right.
Flopped over there.
Flopped
Yeah,
at
he was a
Swansea.
big flop over
Big
there.
Then,
flop at
then I
Swansea.
even forgot about Swansea. That's how
Yeah.
irrelevant he was.
He was bad.
Now he went to Lille. He found his form. Good.
He's
It's
a
great
stud.
because he's young too, whatever. But now what? He's just gonna hop on the very first big team that offers again, and then
Yeah.
what? I feel like he still has to grow, and he's one of those guys
Why
Yeah,
that.
not
but
grow with the
Milan's
big team?
one of those teams, especially if you're going to come to Serie A, you can grow. There's growth there.
But I feel like there's new expectations
That's
for
what. Yeah, I
Milan
was
now.
gonna
That's
say,
what I'm
now
trying to say.
Milan's-
Like
Milan's changing.
with Milan, I feel like now there's an expectation. Now that they're doing well, I feel like there is
Yeah.
that expectation. Not that
2
they-
years in a row.
That's what I mean.
Top,
Like you know what I mean.
Top
Like
two clubs, right?
exactly. So like there comes with that kind of success and like being that Champions League team, not just a one-off either.
Yeah.
For actually doing it 2 years straight, now there's that added pressure. Like, yeah, Milan has to be a top 4 team now.
Yeah.
They have to
Yeah.
continue that like run.
No, and now next year is gonna be Milan have to win.
That's what I mean.
Not even like
that's what I mean.
not
Like
even
there's gonna
top
be
four,
no matter
top
what.
I
two.
think they have to win. Like
Not
they're
that they
still
have to,
building.
but I'm saying
at
the
this point, especially
expectation.
But
at
that's
this
why
point
I'm
coming-
saying you got to wait for that summer window.
coming
You got to see
second.
what money there is to spend and who we can sign.
Because if
Yeah.
they don't get that big money, then I will say they're in the same situation as they are this year and last year, right?
we can't be in the situation where we keep loaning players. Every
Yeah.
day.
Now, if they get
No,
that
yeah.
big money, 100%, they have to go all in
That's
and
what,
buy
yeah,
and
yeah.
win.
But that's what I mean. Like as long as if they come top, well, they're obviously gonna come top 2 this year. That the sale goes through next year. They're gonna have they have the money
Yeah.
to spend. They're gonna sign the players. It's gonna be they have to win now.
Yeah,
And if they
yeah.
don't, then they're gonna be like, okay, now who do we get rid of because this is a failure this year?
Yeah.
And that's the direction Milan's going into now. So
Yeah.
players going there, they're gonna have different expectations than they would when they went to Milan 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
3 or 4 years ago, you don't have the expect like hey guys, come let's try to get top 4 and you fight for that. Now you're trying to win the league.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot more difficult.
it's-
a lot,
yeah,
a lot
more
more
pressure.
pressure on you. And Italy's not the easiest place to play in, man.
Oh, the fans are.
Nope.
The fans will you make one bad pass and you're done. You're written off.
Yeah.
Or you
you
write a
get,
book about the super fans card.
Like, dude, even now, like I've been watching like Rabiot. He's actually like some of the games, like he's actually been playing good. And like people on Twitter are still be like, "Oh, I still hate that guy." Like, what? He makes one good pass. I'm like, dude, just give the guy credit, man. Like, who cares? Like he's had bad games.
That's just Twitter. It's
But I'm saying some
so-
fans are so like
Twitter's a
if
very
they hate
fun
so-
place.
if they
It's
hate
amazing
someone,
that it's a free
the
app.
guy can have a Ballon d'Or season and they'll still
still hate
say,
him, yeah.
yeah, he got lucky. He stinks.
yeah. It's,
I mean, don't get me wrong. It's
Give
one
the
thing
guy
to
credit.
it's one thing to hate him prior to joining your team.
No,
and
but I mean, like,
not
on the
rating
team.
him. But yeah, but that's what I mean. Like
So many fans they liked him before, rated him before, and then
You're
nothing.
next, buddy.
I'm
I got
next.
big son on
Let's
next.
go.
Alessa.
Who we need?
What do you think Inter need to do?
We're getting rid of De Vrij. I know that. Like he's gone.
Which is crazy to me. I feel like
Well,
He's
they're
gonna be
well stuck with
31.
But yeah, he is climbing up in age. But don't you need that experience?
I think Skriniar and Bastoni are so mature for their age that you can put someone else there. I think they're going after that Torino player, the Brazilian.
Oh, Bremer.
Bremer.
He's been
Bremer?
phenomenal.
Is it Bremer or
Bremer.
Breme?
Bremer. I think he
it's
slots in
pronounced
right
Oh,
in
dude, he's
between.
playing phenomenal this
Phenomenal.
He'll be a flop.
We need a goalkeeper. Handanovic, I love you.
Way
Always
too
will.
inconsistent.
Way too
Yeah.
inconsistent.
He's also
some
old.
days.
He's also old.
Yeah, he's losing a reflex.
It's not
a
even
little bit.
old. Like it's just like
season. But
He has cataracts
I'm
in
sorry,
one eye.
if,
Not
if
as
you're,
quick as I used to
if
be.
you're a championship team,
you need a steady.
you can't have a
goalkeeper.
goalie like that.
Yeah, but you
That's
got
way too
Onana. What's his
consistent.
name?
The reason, I'm sorry to say, the reason why we're in the situation right now, Handanovic, I'm not saying it's all his fault. There's
No,
some
but
games-
yeah,
No,
there
but
was
a
games that he
large
bottled.
part was like, okay, you contributed
Yeah.
to the bad goals. There was bad
he let in
goals.
some
But
bad
then,
goals.
but there's also a couple games too where your offense just could not get
100%.
anything.
That's
going.
at the end of the day, I don't put all the blame on Handanovic.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
You got to play the game and score goals. You go down one goal, you're Inter.
Yeah.
We have the most goals in Serie A right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go and score,
have to
outscore the
score a
team.
goal.
Outscore the team.
But you guys have Onana coming. So I mean,
Onana, I'm
isn't
happy.
that already like,
yeah,
the replacement technically?
but you gotta address that. Midfield. We need another guy in the midfield because if Barella goes down, if Hakan goes down, if Brozovic, you see him. Remember he was
Oh
he
my
got
goodness.
suspended or he was hurt a little bit.
Brozo-
3 days,
he's the
3
heartbeat.
games without him.
Yeah.
We miss him.
Yeah.
You saw it big time.
Big time.
He's one of the guys actually I wanted to point out when we were talking about like Inzaghi and Conte. I feel like he's one of those guys that he truly flew under the radar, and under Inzaghi,
yeah.
he's starting to get that credit as like
Yeah.
he's the puppeteer, the puppet master.
So
he's just pulling those strings so
we
well.
need a guy. I wish we kept Sensi because there was a couple of games where he was healthy and he looked like I could like off the bench add to the team.
But isn't he only on loan?
He's on loan, so
Yeah.
hopefully we
So
bring him
like
back. But we need another midfielder. Like we really do.
Since he's also injury plagued.
Yes,
so
that's
he's not
why
really a
we need
reliable
another guy
Yeah.
because
not good
Vecino
old reliable.
gone.
Yeah.
Gallardini, like I like what you do for the team and your passion.
But you stink.
You stink. I'm sorry.
Wrap
After
it
that
up.
open net
Pack your
goal,
bag,
Yeah.
after
get
that
out.
open net goal that almost cost us the Scudetto, you stink. We're gonna need an attacker because I think Dzeko's gone.
Skujako.
Skujako. He's gonna win his Skujako, and he's gonna go. He's gonna be like, "Thank you for getting me out of Roma and making me win a title."
No, thank you for taking him. He's a bum.
Anyway,
Sorry. Jim.
we're gonna need
Not
a
sorry.
striker, and I really like Andre Piemonte's having a good season. In
Yeah,
and we
he
gave
really
him away.
is.
I see there's a couple teams actually
Yeah,
interested in him.
and
Piemonte would
I
be-
think he's gonna be so good. Him
I mean,
and like I wish we gave more of a chance to Piemonte and Esposito. We didn't. We did not give him.
Do you bring Piemonte back or do you go for Scamacca?
I bring Pinamonte
I
back.
guarantee. If you can't get Skamatka, you gotta have someone come in. That
Yeah,
is
no,
youth.
but I'm saying, do you try to go for him first and say, yeah, you know what, don't worry about it, like Scamacca, we'll bring our own guy back, or do you kind of say like, hey, we're going all into Scamacca?
Is Piemonte on loan right now?
Yeah, I think he's on loan. Yeah,
He's on loan. So I think you push for Skamatka because I think Skamatka has way higher
Of a ceiling.
Ceiling
than
yeah.
Piemonte. But Piemonte, I definitely would bring him back, especially if you keep Martinez, because I think him and Martinez can get something going.
Because I think there's gonna be a lot of guys leaving into this
Yes,
summer too.
Vidal's gone. I
Yeah,
think.
I think Sanchez is gonna be leaving.
Sanchez is gone. We need more depth in the midfield and striker. Right back, left back, like wing backs.
Yeah.
I'm happy. Perisic staying. Like
Yeah.
he wants
Yeah.
to sign. He loves the team.
Yeah, that's great.
Gozens, what a signing.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, that left side
Damian.
of you guys have been good.
It's been stellar.
Damian is one
As a
of those
shutdown,
guys, man.
as a shutdown
like,
guy, man,
honestly,
he knows what to do.
great.
He knows his job.
I'll
And-
give him a lot of slack because like he's easy to chirp. But
Yeah.
honestly, man,
Great signing for Inter.
He's been one of those really low key, cheap,
Yeah.
like utility players that
Morata.
he's.
Morata again.
Yeah.
Coming.
Yeah.
Dumfries, we're good with that. The wing backs, I really believe. And then our defense, we have DeMarco who could play wing back, and then he could play the left side of the back three.
Yeah.
Then you have D'Ambrosio, who's a veteran, and he doesn't look like he's 34, but he's 34, guys. He's old.
I feel like him and Darmian have a very
old.
good like. It's
I
a
did not think
weirdly
he was that old.
good.
Right?
I
He
saw
does-
that a couple weeks ago. I was like, wait,
He's
what?
old.
Yeah,
like
he
he's
is.
up there in age,
Yeah.
and he doesn't play like that. Like
Yeah.
he can run 60 minutes,
Yeah.
like no problem. And he adds, through his whole Inter career, he gets important goals.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with the defense. Bremer coming in, but we
You
need
still got Ranocchia there too, dude. Come on. Can't forget about Ranocchia.
Inter legend.
Dude, come on.
But we need another piece for our midfield, which I love right now. And we got to figure out striker. But I think we can push for Scamacca. If you can't get Scamacca, get a Piemonte. And I don't know if they're going to... There's rumors that they're selling Martinez. So
Yeah.
I don't
I
know
think
what you're going to do with that sense. Maybe bring Lukaku back. I don't know.
I think at that point Correa gets more of the start then.
Correa,
Okay,
I would.
because they're going to be selling him obviously for like 70, 80 mil.
You got to bring someone in.
They're going to bring somebody in.
Well, I mean that money could go towards securing
do you-
Scamacca.
Do you bring...
Or at that point, you go in for Lukaku
No,
then and bring him to play with Correa.
You leave the past in the
Do you
past.
you keep Correa and
Past was a
bring
year ago.
bring
Yeah, it's
a
still-
guy who
it's still not-
dominated the league for 3 years? Press that button.
Not pressing it. I'm not pressing it. I'm not pressing it.
Do you bring... I mean, he's miserable in Man U.
Everybody's miserable. I mean,
I was gonna say
who's happy on menu?
If you
I think
can't,
the only
if you
one that's
can't
happy is
sign,
Ralph right
I'm saying if you sell Martinez, maybe this is me wishful thinking, but whatever. We're having fun. It's a podcast.
That's
You
it.
sell
I think Milan
Martinez.
signing Haaland.
we're having fun.
No, but like realistically, Ronaldo's not gonna cost you 100 million. You sell Martinez for 7 million.
Ronaldo's
70
going
million.
anywhere. He's going to Sporting. He's not
Yeah,
coming
he's
back to
done.
Serie A.
I understand that, but like we need, I don't know, we need an experienced striker.
I was gonna say. So
because
what you're trying to say is you want an experienced striker,
Yeah, we do.
and you okay.
Yeah,
So
but I don't know who would. I don't know who. Would be-
Lewandowski, what's his contract like?
I mean, he's probably leaving
Yeah,
this
isn't he
thing, but I
linked
think he's
with,
going to go to
Barcelona,
Barcelona.
yeah.
Okay,
There's links
that's
with him
wishful
for
thinking
Barca.
too. I don't know. Like
It's
we're
not
not really
really
linked
wishful-
with a veteran guy except Lukaku. That's it.
but even then, I don't think if he leaves, a part of me you still have Dzeko on contract.
Yeah, he's still there for another year.
I know he's not the best.
He's
Trust
had
me.
a good year with
I know.
Inzaghi, but like,
But as a
Yeah.
depth player for experience, I wouldn't. Really...
I would be in shambles if we lose Martinez and we just keep
No,
Dzeko
but
and do nothing.
for
Yeah,
me,
like,
That'd be horrible.
But for okay, wait,
Yeah,
you
that's,
have
that's
Correa.
when you see Inter going. Like,
No, listen, you have Correa, cool.
yeah, awesome.
He's there, and then you let Correa actually step into a full time role, barring his fitness, whatever, to
Next to
replace Lautaro
Dzeko.
Martinez. No, and then you try with that money, you bring in Scamacca, because then you could almost guarantee it that you have the 35 mil.
Also, I forgot. We're linked with your boy.
That's
Maybe he
I
comes
was,
in,
I was
right?
literally
Maybe
about
he
to say
comes
that.
in.
There's a man for free that Inter's been trying to get for what? How many years now? 2 years?
If he comes in and
Maybe Milan
Martinez
gets
leaves,
money and swoops him. Oh, Dybala on Milan.
okay,
No,
Milan's
honestly,
getting everyone.
fair. I've seen Roma's name more linked with Dybala than Roma's
That's
name
because
than
we
Milan.
don't got our money yet.
all the money.
You gotta wait for
We're
the,
just waiting for the
you gotta
money.
wait for the
He's
check.
free.
You gotta wait for the check to come through.
He's free.
That's not enough.
No,
They can't afford the
no.
salary.
You think Milan can pay those wages?
Milan's president, their new president, has to eat chance for them.
Oh,
They have to eat
But
chance for everyone. And it
Dybala
takes a
coming
couple
to
days.
Inter,
Yeah.
Martinez leaving, you have 70
As much as I
mil.
would hate
You can
that,
spend it on
like-
the midfield, and then you could Correa and Dybala up top. That could do some
they
damage.
If
can get-
Dybala
they can get
leaves,
a-
I see him going abroad. I don't see him staying in Serie A.
Dybala and
but then I
Correa, I
see him
feel like
also-
are
I can see
almost
him
the
staying
same
in Serie A.
profile. In my opinion, I think.
Why? One's 5'2", one's almost 6. Like
What?
Correa's.
No, they're
No.
roughly the same height.
No, are they? I feel like Dybala's small for some reason.
It's because he plays small.
He plays
Yeah,
small.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
he's not,
why.
he's not that
And
small.
Correa-
He's about
like-
like 5'10", I'd
Yeah, I
say.
think
5'9".
probably like my height.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
He's
Yeah.
a.
But he
Dybala's a
just
decent
plays
si-
small. That's
Yeah,
why.
yeah.
But I feel like Correa and him have almost the same profile in ability. You know, quick technical feed, good vision, good passing, like good passing ability,
You
good
need that
shooting.
power.
Don't get me wrong. That's where Dybala I think trumps him in
Yeah,
that like
in the
overall
shooting.
shooting ability in that like department.
But you need that power forward.
But I
kinda.
was gonna say I feel like if you're gonna pair Correa with somebody, yeah, you could go with that pure mobile type of thing. But Martinez is
Or they
a
just-
mobile
for me,
they just
aerial force. You know,
I
like,
think it's
like a
really
Falcao.
important Inter beats Milan to get Scamacca. If they want, like, I
Oh,
love
yeah.
that guy. Like,
Yeah.
he's going to
But
be
that's the thing with Milan though. Like I'm trying to think of what strikers we can get right now, and then I'm hearing we have an agreement with Origi. So it's like what?
Corner ticket quickly.
Yeah, like I don't even. For
don't
me,
like
that's like
that
one of the
move,
worst signings. I don't even. It
No,
doesn't make sense.
I think Divock Origi is actually a very underrated signing.
Nah,
Why are you going
I-
for that? Because it's free. Go for Scamacca,
Yeah,
man. Like, the
it's just
guy's
a signing.
Italian. Like
No. Listen, I agree. I'm all about
He's the
promoting.
hottest talent right now.
Like, don't get me
Sign,
wrong,
like,
I
go
agree.
splash some money, sign him.
I'm
Especially if
promoting
they
the
bring
young Italians.
Berardi from Sassuolo.
I
you
feel like
already
it's
have
a
that
no-brainer.
chemistry.
Yeah. But for me, like, if I were to see, this is also like if Roma was linked with these guys, whatever. But if Roma signed Origi for free and we were still in talks with signing Scamacca, perfect. That to me, that would be perfect.
Yeah, but then on top of that, we still have Giroud. Apparently, Zlatan's going to probably re-sign.
Yeah,
What-
of
what
course.
are we
15
doing?
mil a year for
What are we doing with all
Zlatan,
these
'cause he's
guys?
a god.
They gotta get rid of these guys.
that's where Milan just need to like
Cut
okay, guys,
ties.
you know what? Hey,
Offer him
we did good
offer
here.
him a thing.
No, we had our fun.
a position
but
of the board of directors.
yeah,
but
like your time
tell me
here
he
is
could be a
done.
god somewhere else, not on the field anymore.
That's
He's
why.
done.
I
Be
don't-
nice
There's
if
too
it-
much going on there right
Inter
now.
picks up a little Scamacca Dybala duel. Oh my god!
I would love Dybala to come into Inter, but like, where would you play? I don't know.
His best
I
position, in
wouldn't.
my opinion, is like as a second striker.
yeah.
Like he's like, don't get me wrong, he could finish, but I feel like where you get the
No,
most
you
out
get
of
the most
him
from as a second
Yeah.
striker.
as like that second striker feeding somebody. So like, if ideally you keep Martinez, have Dybala
Yeah.
feeding him. Lovely.
Yeah, I think if they keep Martinez and they actually end up signing Dybala, that partnership I think could
That'd
be.
be
that would
deadly.
be gross.
That'd be
That would
deadly.
be
Spicy.
gross.
That'd be deadly.
I hate Inter, but
But the
that'd be a spicy
reality,
duo.
Yeah, you know.
I mean,
But that'd be a
I feel like
spicy duo.
Martinez has been linked away as well for how many
Yeah,
years?
yeah,
2-3
They
years.
didn't pull the
whatever.
trigger because they
That's
sold
like-
Lukaku.
Any player, man, you do good, you have a good year.
No, but that's
you're
what I'm saying,
Gonna be
like,
linked to every.
I feel like
team.
he
If
didn't
the
have
price is right,
He
Joe,
didn't have
remember that.
he didn't have a
Remember
crazy
that.
enough year for him to
What,
make
this
that
year?
move.
He has
Yeah.
20 goals
Does he actually?
in all
In
competition.
all Oh, okay.
Still 20 goals is 20 goals. 20 goals
Still
season.
less than Tammy, but like it's
Still a 20 goal season.
yeah. But you guys
You know
played
what,
in.
Jay? You bring up Tammy now, Joe.
Don't say we played more games than you. You've played more.
No, I know,
What
I
are
know.
your- what are your choices for Roma?
Anyone.
Ready, you guys to sign.
Somebody
Anyone-
with two knees.
Somebody not injury playing. Somebody that loves it. No, I'm kidding. For me, well, Roma signed Benfica's like one of their goalies, a young Serbian
say
kid,
that was
as
one
a
of the
backup. That's
positions
I
you
think
guys-
I think that's good because
Rui
Rui Patricio's
like,
good,
what, 90 now?
but yeah, he's about 43 and a half.
yeah, so he needs to already
So
get on his way.
yeah, he's
Soon.
he's good. Don't get me wrong,
No,
he's
no,
still performing. He's still
He's still
performing.
like second for clean sheets, but
Yeah.
he's getting up there. In
But
age.
he's one of those guys that you're gonna have to look to replace, and if you could do it now, perfect.
Yeah.
Start to edge.
You don't wanna
that,
wait till
put
last
that other
minute.
guy in exactly. When then other teams know you need a
Exactly.
goalie and they rack the price up. For me, it would be definitely a backup because Mourinho right now is playing like this unorthodox, weird 3-4-2-1, 3-5-2 type of thing with Roma. But you know his favorite position formation, is 4-2-3-1.
Let's say that 4-2-3-1.
So you know he's gonna try to do everything to go back to that.
Yeah.
And for me, it's Roma right now. When you look at their defense, none of them could play in a 4-man backline and actually know how to defend the ball. And that's why they reverted back to this almost like 5-man backline.
that team is literally every player built for a 3-5-2.
Yeah, like honestly, the only players, and I may get a lot of stick from this, the only players in that back line that I think play that 4-man back well enough, it would be Spinazzola and Mancini. Ibanez, good player, but I think he's just athletic. I think defensively, one game he's playing like Marquinhos' offspring, then the next game he's playing like me. He's just useless.
that's no good.
So
Joe
that's
is not good.
yeah. So for me, like I would look for a partner that could, that's the thing though. Like I look for another center back. I would.
okay.
I like Smalling. He's doing well right now, and he's
I don't
proven
like
in
him.
this 3-man. I'm saying like in this 3-man backline for Roma, he is proving to be that experienced leader they need.
But
But
to use that leadership on last game. But anyway, go ahead.
regardless, shut up. Yeah, I would say probably like another center back and arguably a depth right back, because Karsdorp is literally our only right back that is decent.
Yikes. Poor
And,
guy.
Exactly. And like that guy's literally just getting dragged through the mud with all the time he's playing. So there's that.
Surprised he's still alive, actually.
Same. Honestly,
Surprised
my
not
hat
injured
goes
or
off to
anything.
him because I don't know how he stayed fit
Who
for
was
this
the
long.
guy Dumfries burnt on the goal?
It was probably El Shaarawy because Dumfries is on the right side, right?
Yeah.
So if we had El Shaarawy playing left wing back.
I just forget there was the defender and he thought Dumfries was offside. And just like, "Whoop." In the back of that.
It was okay. If it was, I didn't watch the game. I was at work, so I had to watch the highlights. So I didn't fully see it, but it was Ibanez. It was Ibanez.
I don't-
Who is athletic? He's fast enough.
I don't.
He just. I don't know.
All
His-
Roma
couldn't
players
catch
look
him.
the same to me.
his
to be
his
honest with you.
decision his decision making just isn't. I'm telling you right now, it's the one against Juve when you guys got that early goal against us. I think it was Juve. No, Milan. Sorry, when you guys got the early goal against us. You're playing it at the back. No one's pressuring you. This guy decides to go for a cross-field pass 100 yards away and crank it. Sucks. So and he has no vision.
Passion.
Passes it right to, I think it was like Benacer. Got the ball, made another pass, goal. Why? It's the first 3 minutes. Just pass it nicely, for fuck's sakes.
You can't.
Sorry
You
for
got.
swearing,
You got to go
but-
for it, man.
No, he's a wiener. Okay, he has to calm down. Regardless.
Calm
Anyways,
down. He is calm.
Get him out of there.
Hey, you're gone.
You're gone.
Get him out of there. I would also look for another defensive mid. I don't think Sergio Oliveira is it on defensive mid. I know a lot of people are attacking Cristante, but I actually think Cristante is perfect for the system, the way he plays, how versatile he is. To me, he's been probably Roma's most consistent player the last 2 years. You know, under Fonseca, failing Roma, he shined as a decent center back, and that's not even his position. Now, defensive mid, he's playing there, and for me, he doesn't do anything spectacular, but I think he's one of those guys that he brings that element, that leadership to the team, and I think he's good enough. It's a matter of finding his partner. You get a good, like a mobile player in that double pivot. Veretout was supposed to be that, but he sucks.
Small problem. He stinks.
I never liked Veretout. Even
Last season he had a good.
I
season.
still didn't think he was. Good
No,
enough.
I'm saying from last season I thought I'm like, oh, you know
I
what,
think it
this
was
guy,
like
he's
Fonseca's
gonna have a
tactics
good thing,
getting the
but-
best out of him there because he played him more like of an advanced role.
Yeah.
So I think that's why he did better. But Pellegrini's, that's his home. That advanced role is Pellegrini's role. So for me, I would say 100%. I would be looking at a guy like Davide Fratesi as a defensive mid.
Yo,
Ooh,
he had a
I
phenomenal.
forgot
game
that
yesterday.
Inter's
10 out of 10.
Yeah,
That is the
he
first
had a
name.
really good game yesterday.
And Roma does have, I think, like it's
coming
a
in
gentleman's agreement that they have first dibs on him because like
Nah, they don't.
Roma like sold him whatever.
money talks.
Like,
And Roma
I
does-
agree. I agree with that, and we don't really have the money to be splashing.
Roma has dibs.
Yeah.
We have
That's what I mean.
cash.
It's
We have
a
a pinky
gentleman's
swear with him.
agreement type of
We
thing.
got
which
Elon
means-
Musk money. Here you go.
You know, Roma has money, all right? Friedkins, I think, are like the 14th richest.
What money?
Yeah,
Or
where-
something
where
like
is
that. It's coming soon. Don't
I'm
worry.
just waiting to see who
He has
Roma
a-
signs
he has
this
a-
year.
he has a check in his
Who sell-
account,
who
a
they
savings
sell this
account.
year.
Who do we sell this year, Daniel?
Who's
I
playing
think-
well? Whoever's playing well is gone. That's usually the way it works
Hey,
at Roma.
Well,
Zaniolo,
Tammy is actually.
you're
like,
gone.
Yeah,
Tammy,
I think Zaniolo will
you're
be
gone.
I
Tammy, I
personally,
think will be a one more.
And then
He'll be there one more
Scujacco
year.
I
was
was
gonna
gonna
come.
say I think Tammy stays for another year,
Yeah.
so I would look for maybe depth for Tammy because Eldor Shamadorov over there.
Yeah,
I don't think he was
Man, some,
ever.
man, some of the guys that come off Roma's bench, dude, I'm like,
Shamarabudu.
Shamadorov literally looks like a creative
They're
player on
ugly,
FIFA.
man.
Yeah, he does.
I would never-
does.
He looks
wouldn't
like
wanna
a
have those guys on my
genuine
team.
Oh
player.
my god,
Dude,
you
I would-
nailed it. I'm like, who is this character
Dude, he-
coming onto
ugly,
the
dude.
field?
His
He looks
hair
like
is
an elf
plain.
or something, dude. He looks like I find him like under a bridge in Narnia.
He's our number one fan. He's like,
He's the only guy watching us right now in Italy. I'm sorry, Eldor Lord. over there.
We do have the fan in Italy, so
do.
it might be.
We
him.
don't know who it is.
crying. He's like, such a good podcast. You're saying,
They hate me.
No, it's for me. Like I don't know. I just don't think he was ever the move. Everyone was pretty gassed about it because they compared him actually to Milito. Because I know, really weird. But they said the whole thing was, Mourinho wants to sign a guy from Genoa that nobody's heard of. It's like Diego Milito when Inter bought him.
Yeah,
No,
he threw it if he
it's
plays on the right
nothing
wing
like-
and he's Argentinian.
Oh my God, it's Messi.
Roma fans sometimes I love they're
They make fantasies
comical,
in their
but
head.
they're very like deluded in like some ways.
we know.
Sorry, Roma fans. I'm one of these deluded people too.
We know.
Yeah, no, we know that. We know.
Everyone
That's why
knows
we
that.
love you.
We're used to it by now.
But yeah, definitely Fratesi as a defensive mid. Center back, I still haven't kind of considered. We are linked with Marco Senesi on Feyenoord.
So if
I
we want
think
to
he's
replace
solid.
9 positions so far,
No. For me, I honestly think it's a matter of like 3 or 4 players we need to bring in. I don't like.
I love how like all of us
I
was like
think
it was
our
like 3 or
core-
4, and Joel just named like eight or 9 players. Like, yeah, I want you this guy.
No. For me, it's
oh, you forgot your bench too.
it's a partner for Cristante, a partner for Mancini, maybe a depth player for a right back, but even then, just for me, I would love to just look at the youth academy. Our youth academy, like our players always
What
do
about
so
left
well.
back?
We're fine there.
Who do you have?
Spinazzola, Vigna, and Zalewski's been a revelation. So
And who?
Zalewski.
Who?
Tell a whiskey.
Sometimes Joe just goes to these
Are you-
normal
are
players,
you a
and I'm just
fucking
there
owl?
like, but who's this guy
hold on,
naming?
what match? What match are we on right now? 34. I think.
Nikola Zalewski.
So it's 34.
Polish
He's
18-year-old.
a revelation.
solid. Yeah.
Have not heard one thing about this guy all season. I
Again,
have not heard one thing about.
You gotta
this
go
guy.
into like a Roma like Twitter account.
I gotta
go-
You'll probably
I gotta-
see his name
I gotta-
pop
Joe,
up a couple
honestly,
times.
I don't know where you hear these names.
I'm gonna join the Roma Reddit group.
dude, he literally. I'm not even just saying this. He's literally been playing for Roma since February, January. Like that's what I'm saying. He's been a revelation. He came on as a
Our
bench player
Roma
a couple
fans,
times.
please fact
and,
check that. I don't believe him.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's making up names.
Go check it out. He was actually rested
It's
this
his
week
character
because he's
in,
played so
in
much.
I've actually never heard of this guy.
I literally also brought it up
Where's
on
he
the
from?
podcast. Poland.
False. I don't believe it.
Fact check. He's actually not Poland. No, I'm kidding.
I'm gonna come at you.
But yeah, I feel like maybe then at that point, defensive mid taken care of, center back taken care of. I'd maybe then say either a right mid or a left mid. It all depends because for me, as much as everyone likes to see Zaniolo in the middle, because like he doesn't have to track back too much, this that he's better up the gut. I feel like since his decision making kind of sucks and he doesn't like to pass the ball a lot. That's where I would argue and say Zaniolo isn't good up the middle. Because if you're gonna make these solo dolo runs like that, go on the wing.
have him on the wing.
When you're just taking a 1-on-1 guy on. Like so, if you play him there, then you don't need another right mid because we already have like a depth player. We don't have good enough players. But
he's probably gonna be sold in the summer too. I think he's gonna be like the sacrificial lamb for Roma this year.
I really
They're gonna get
hope
rid of him.
not. I really hope not. But I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
They're gonna have to make. They're gonna make money from someone.
They're rich already.
Yeah, they're
Come
rich.
on, Conference League semifinals. We already got 2 McDonald's coupons. We're going big.
I don't think you guys even win money from Conference League.
No, we don't. You get a high
they
five.
actually have to donate.
Another
Yeah.
bonsai tree.
I think at the end of it, Roma. If Roma wins, they have to pay for like the
Guys,
trophy.
listen, I'm going to come out and say it. If we did win the Conference League, I'd be pretty happy.
You know what, Joe?
I'd be happy
for you.
I'd wear this the Totti jersey on the podcast.
I'm not even going to lie.
for you.
When they
you're
came,
the first champions of that tournament.
Yeah.
You'd be.
and then Mourinho's going to come out and say Rome wasn't built in a day, but they never had me as an emperor. Mic drop. See you later. Best coach Roma's ever had since Capello.
retires into the sunset.
Rides
wrapped it up.
Rides
He
a
just-
wolf.
Dude, he just wins Conference League and then just
So, like,
calls
where
it.
is he
calls it a
going? He
thing.
has 20 more years.
done.
in his contract.
I'm done. You guys are gonna pay me too for the next
Guys,
5 years.
This is gonna. I think Roma could actually. Okay, I'm not gonna talk about the Conference League because I don't want to like whatever. But next season, I think Roma could compete. Like I honestly think Roma could compete.
Honestly,
I don't think it's a
it all
matter
comes
of-
down to the owners and,
Wait,
and the
compete
management.
for what?
Top
Top
four?
four. Top four. No, not a
I thought- I
Scudetto.
thought
Not
the
yet.
Scudetto.
No,
Top
but
four,
Joe,
definitely.
I agree with you if they make the right moves in the
Yeah.
offseason because this
Yeah.
season,
That's what it comes down to.
as much as I heckle Joe and Roma fans, minus this Inter game, they were the most informed team.
Oh, yeah.
And I was actually very scared of Roma. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
and-
they're
and
going to give us a hard time.
The worst part is
I did not think the game was gonna go
I
that
didn't think
way.
Inter.
I was
don't
even
know.
talking to Al about this earlier today. With Roma's transfer market, what I liked was, yeah, Mourinho came. Mourinho's a big name. He needs certain players to fit his system, this, that, and whatever. But it wasn't like old times where like Roma, new coach came, let's get fucking 14 new players. And then these players all shit the bed and
Yeah.
maybe one of them
They'll
survives.
stink.
This, Mourinho said it too, this transfer market was reactionary. Spinazzola was injured. He was one of the key players. Boom. He goes left back. See you later. Nice. And then... Why are you staring at me like I owe you money?
No,
right
not
now?
you, not you.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
But yeah, it was just one of those things, and I like that we only got 3 or 4 guys.
Yeah.
And now I'm hoping this transfer market,
That's what I'm
another
saying.
3-4 guys, keep it simple.
But you have to also see what they're willing to spend and invest in the
I
team.
think
Yes.
they'll spend. I think
And
they'll
if they are willing to, and they see that
I
if this
think they-
project is something, then I can see Roma competing.
I think
for
they
top four.
have to. I think they've seen progress with Roma this year.
That's
I
what I
think
mean.
they've seen they're in a lot better position than last
Yeah.
year, right?
I mean, dude, this is the first season we actually bought players that genuinely impacted the team,
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say. Tammy,
And you
he's
didn't, and you
putting up
didn't
numbers.
just dismantle your whole team like you usually do every year.
Exactly. Like they saw, oh wait, maybe if we keep a couple guys
Yeah, keep
and
the
buy
core.
a couple guys, maybe we
We can
do
grow something.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
like I'm not saying Roma's going to be a dynasty, but
No, but they can.
No,
they definitely
but
could
they can
become
grow
a team
something
to
that-
compete.
Yeah.
See, that's what I'm trying to say about Milan
100%.
too. Like
They
they just
co-
gotta keep that midfield back and
Roma,
just work on that attack right now.
Yeah. It's all about like the baby steps. And I feel like with the Elliott management group and even Maldini, he's realized that too. That's why you don't see every transfer market them buying like 10 different guys. Even with Inter, they lost key guys. Just try to replace them directly. That's it.
No.
Nothing crazy. And
yeah,
that's what
100%.
like
You gotta use your money like you gotta use it wisely. And also, I believe Roma could be the next Atalanta. They could be
No,
that
but
top
I
four.
think we'll
They could
have-
be
Oh
that
yeah,
top
yeah.
four.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't think we'll come crashing down as hard as them, though.
Joe.
No, okay, hey.
Next a year for a little bit more than a year because at the end of the season, but a year from now, this right here is gonna be the top 4.
Could be. Could very
Could be the
well
top
be.
4.
Atalanta,
I
the
think
reason
so.
they fell apart was because they lost Romero.
Yeah.
They were selling guys, and they were doing well
massive for
replacing them, but they didn't replace Romero.
Yeah.
And
They didn't
just-
replace goal. Well, they replaced Romero with Demiral.
Yeah,
But it's
But
not the
it's
same
not the
profile.
same.
It's
Even
not
Even,
the same
Go-
profile.
even Gomez leaving too was like a
That's what I
Gomez
mean.
as
Like
well.
they never fully replaced Gomez. Like Malinowski
But
did well.
they played
but
it off because they were doing so well after because
Yeah.
they still had the rest of the team. But then in the summer,
and-
they got dismantled a little bit more. They lost
And
some
then
key
losing
players,
Gosens
and then
mid-season.
Yeah.
And,
Oh,
and
that
the
was
injuries. There was injuries for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was
yeah,
injuries.
Zapata was out for a bit.
Zapata- that was
Ilicic
go-
has mental.
Yeah, he
issues.
was. when he
Yeah.
was
I'm not
struggling the
like
first-
chirping.
No,
I'm
no,
not-
no,
like,
100%.
he's like
It
going
was
through
a-
depression.
everything,
And
yeah,
stuff
'cause
like
with
that.
his
Everything just
wife-
hit them at once,
Yeah.
and they couldn't ride the storm.
Dude, the guy
They
went.
couldn't.
The guy went home to like see his wife back home, and like he found out she was like cheating on him. She was
Yeah,
leaving
it was
him.
ugly. It was an ugly situation.
Okay, now I got to go back to play soccer. He was like, man, I don't want to
No,
play
no
soccer
way.
now. Like
Your
what?
whole life just got flipped upside down.
Yeah,
now.
you know how hard it is to come back from
And
that
he's
and then
moving
like,
with his
go-
auntie and uncle in Bel Air.
No, I think he's moving it with Mourinho and Roma.
Sorry, but on that note, I'm gonna change
Yeah,
the
no.
subject now.
Are we?
Which one
Are we
is
gonna?
that?
Do,
We're gonna. What do you want to do?
oh no, go ahead.
I was gonna
Press
do the-
press
No.
the punut.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
I think it's. I think
Got the
it's.
bone.
I think it's time.
Let's
for,
start this thing up.
Yeah, because
Now Joe's he's a little. His,
I
his
think
head's a little bit
I was gonna say I
straight.
think my head's cleared up talking about Roma because they have a tendency to sober me up in life. So on that note, the games we have selected this week are
Oh, you got him already?
yeah.
Look at Marco, ready to come and help
Yeah.
out.
Oh, I was ready.
That's why he
I was
comes.
ready
around.
to go
gonna
see what
say,
the teams are.
Are you free every Monday and Tuesday?
Let's see what I got going on. You know what? What you guys paying?
We don't pay. This is
Yeah,
unpaid.
You'll be our intern.
Okay.
Isn't there a guy
Hired.
like on like Much Music when we were younger or something like that?
Yeah, the intern.
Yeah, Sam the intern or Paul
Yeah,
the
be
intern,
Pair the
something
intern.
like that.
Or
Pair
Marco.
the
What
intern.
do you like? Marco the intern or Pair the intern?
Marco.
I like it when you say it like that.
Marco the intern.
That's the one we're going with. I like it.
Sounds very, very,
Marco
very,
to
very
the
nice.
intern. Okay, perfect. We got you.
Marco the Inter. I like that.
No, intern.
Yeah, okay, wrap it
An
up. I quit.
intern.
You know what?
I just ruined it.
All right, so Al,
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you this. Sorry, guys, you're not included. We don't care about your opinions for this now.
What?
Done. You're cut off. You're cut
Yeah,
off.
we don't need you for this.
Oh, but
I'll get my.
actually, you know
I'm still
what?
gonna. I'm still gonna give my 2 cents.
Yeah, no, we want you
We'll
to
do this
cents,
quickly
but-
because I want to actually ask you guys a quick question. What? How much?
Okay.
Do you have time to ask them a
Yeah,
question
yeah,
after this?
obviously.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Relax.
Okay. Wait, Pear, do you have time?
Hurry
after
up,
this?
man.
All right.
He
Al,
doesn't have
Milan,
time.
Fiorentina.
Milan Fiorentina.
There's only one right answer.
Yeah, I think Milan's got this game.
Okay.
Shut up.
Tottenham, Leicester City.
I'll hold my opinions.
You guys can't provide your opinion for this.
Okay.
You're cut off.
Okay. Any complete signs?
Tottenham.
Tottenham. All right. West Ham, Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Arsenal's coming off a big win. West Ham's coming off
For Zach,
not the greatest. Plus
Arsenal.
Plus, honestly, because of they're still in Europa League, and I think that they don't give a shit about the league right now. And thing, I think Arsenal.
I agree.
Lyon versus Marseille. I know that was a little bit of a switch up.
Oh,
'cause
Lyon stinks, so I'm gonna say Marseille.
It's kind of,
Actually, Marseille's in that fake cup. That's what I want.
The league.
Wait, are you trying to say the Conference League's a fake
No,
cup?
oh no.
That's what I thought.
No, it's legit.
It's a legit thing.
It's legitness.
It's only for the exclusive people.
I'm still
Yeah,
trying
I'll
to find
say-
out what
I'll
channel
say
it's on.
Marseille.
It's only for the exclusive.
It's only streamed on Facebook Messenger.
It's in a WhatsApp group.
It's actually on a Reddit thread.
I tried to actually sit down and watch a Conference League game. Couldn't find a game. and I have every streaming service
You
available.
don't have. I mean, I watch it on DAZN, but
I wasn't on there.
regardless,
It's not always on the zone.
Al Liverpool versus Villarreal. That game's tomorrow.
Liverpool. I mean, Liverpool.
Yeah, like Villarreal
so.
didn't just knock out Bayern Munich.
No, I
and
know they
Juve.
did, but I think Liverpool got this.
Liverpool. All right. For
Liverpool.
me, I think it is going to be.
Well, let me hear.
Who you
Milan?
thinking? You thinking Milan Fiorentina?
Wow.
Milan.
What about Tottenham Leicester?
Tottenham Leicester? I think Leicester.
Really?
Jamie Vardy's supposed to be coming back in it. He's supposed to be fit, and
Yeah.
he's supposed to get some minutes, and I think he is.
Some minutes. Shock.
He's that X factor there.
West Ham Arsenal.
West Ham, Arsenal. Sorry, Zach. I love you, but
I don't want to do more shots.
My liver can't take it.
Lyon versus Marseille.
Marseille.
Yeah. They got a crazy player on that team. I'm not going to mention his name. Liverpool, Villarreal, Liverpool too, actually.
Who, Payet?
So we're almost the same. I just changed it up on the Leicester game.
Wait, Payet?
Payet.
So it's gonna come down to that one game.
Us Roma fans, we used to call him the Undertaker. You really don't know.
No. You
Cenk-
make it
Is
up.
that,
names.
is, that the,
Cenk
guy-
is
is, that the,
under.
is that the
Cenk
guy
is
who
under.
took care of the bonsai tree? The Undertaker?
Yeah. He's the one that also broke
The
it.
caretaker.
No, I think Cenk is under.
Oh.
Oh,
Crazy Roma player.
Anyways,
All right.
Were you gonna ask Marco and
I want to
Sano?
ask. So we've done it. We've done it with every guest, and you guys are returning. We never actually asked you guys once. Marco, name your all-time starting 11.
Oof.
that you've seen?
I
play?
feel like that you've seen play.
Hold
like
on,
every time
you
you've heard
gotta
of
start
us.
off with Sano. I gotta.
Okay.
Wait,
okay.
I gotta let this ferment.
Me?
dude.
Okay, well, center back.
I'll start with goalie.
Okay, let's go start with goalie. Buffon.
These guys are gonna write it up.
No, I need my brain to.
Buffon.
Okay.
Like,
Buffon
hands
in there.
down, changed the game
Yeah.
for me. I loved it. I was even a Juve fan, and I loved watching Buffon. Even now, in his later age, like his age now, I love watching him.
Yeah.
It's hard to not love
Yeah.
Buffon.
Center backs.
Skriniar, Materazzi,
As
Bastoni.
much as it pains me, I would love to say Materazzi, but no. Cannavaro.
Okay.
I have to say Maldini. Like, Maldini's like the greatest player, defender ever.
Yeah.
Left back, Zanetti. Zanetti.
Yeah. Wouldn't argue it.
Hey, right back, Zanetti, because he can put anywhere he wants. No, right
Defensive
back.
mid? Zanetti.
No. Okay, I'll put right back Zanetti, and then left back Roberto Carlos. I think Roberto Carlos is just insane when I was running.
First person to say Roberto Carlos and Zanetti
Yeah.
and Cannavaro, actually.
No. Didn't Zach say Cannavaro?
No.
He said Ramos.
No, he did say Cannavaro because you're like, wait, we were both shocked by that. Zach
Oh,
said
yeah,
Cannavaro.
yeah. Okay,
Okay,
because then
I'm
he
gonna
said something about
do
small and short.
Two midfielders and two wingers, and then two strikers. No, which
4-2-2-2-2-2-2-2.
Yeah, that's
Triple
fine.
two.
4-4-2.
Okay, midfielder.
Two mids. Who you
Two
taking?
mids.
Cambiaso and
No.
We're going to go with Veron.
It's hard.
So hard.
It's so hard.
So easy.
No, it's not. Oh, this is hard. I might start with strikers.
Want to do your attack first?
I'll do attack. Ronaldo.
Okay.
Wait, which Ronaldo?
R9.
Okay.
R9 was one of my favorite.
That's the first one.
That's
We've
first
heard
name.
R9, like on in, like I used to cheer. Like a lot of people were gonna give me hate for this. I used to cheer for Brazil because I loved Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Then he went to Inter. I loved him even more. Phenomenal.
I feel like he was just that type of player that just he made you fall in love with no matter what team he played on, what
it's like
nationality.
Ronaldinho.
It was
man,
like
for
me
like,
with Messi when I was younger.
like watching Ronaldinho was like revolutionary. God.
Different.
God.
Another striker, Cristiano Ronaldo. I have to like the guy.
Yeah, you cannot put
Like
him in.
You could not put him in it.
he
How are
changed
you
the
gonna say
game.
Well, because what if he didn't think he was good? So then he couldn't. Like he doesn't have to put him in.
Shut up. I
He
can't
changed
hold
the
this pen
game.
because I just want to stab you with it right now.
Ronaldo as striker. My right wing. like it's obviously Messi.
Yeah,
Like you
gotta
have to
be.
say Messi.
There's got to be Messi. Left wing. A lot of names I can put there.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, Franck Ribéry.
No, he's good. As great as he was, and he dominated.
I feel like you could even put like a right mid, left mid. Like if
Can I put left mid?
Yeah,
yeah, you could put a left mid and a right mid.
I'm thinking
like, whatever.
Ronaldinho.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have
for
to,
me,
like-
guys.
Oh yeah.
Single-handedly changed the modern.
yeah.
I'll be the first to
Football,
say.
yeah.
I'll be the first to say Ronaldinho for me. I would argue with people saying he was probably one of the best
Oh,
to like
yeah.
even ever exist. I loved Ronaldinho. The way he
Dude, the way
smiled as
played,
he
man,
danced.
the way he played the
like,
game, man, it just made you people that didn't even care before soccer fall in love with soccer.
Yeah, I could watch his
That's just
his
the effect
highlight
he
reels
had.
forever.
Yeah.
Another player.
Two center mids.
Like I'm missing one of my favorite players.
Who?
Come on, who?
Materazzi.
No,
Oh,
Baggio. But he's not a center mid, so
you could throw him.
Throw him in
I mean,
there.
realistically, I won't argue it because at the end of the day, it's a starting 11. Samsung made a commercial with
Yeah, that's
9
true, too.
attackers.
screw it. I'm putting 2 strikers, a cam, and there's 1 center mid by himself. Because the defense is so good, you don't need it.
Okay, so Baggio's
Baggio
the cam.
literally like, I was like, that was the guy who got me into soccer.
You
Like,
say him and Ronaldinho were probably like the most like revolution for you.
For me, Baggio and Ronaldinho are up there. When people ask you like, who's the best player of all time? Who's the best player? For me, those are 2.
Yeah.
Those are 2.
That,
Yeah, because those guys made you fall in love with the game.
yeah, it made me fall in love with the game forever and ever.
I mean, Baggio, like, it's not shocking to include him, but he is one of those guys that for like Italians
I don't
gets a lot of stick.
I don't think he gets enough
sure, a lot of
love.
stick.
I don't think he gets love.
Well, sure, you have a guy like Per that thinks Baresi's the best defender rather than Maldini.
and
Who
Yeah,
said that?
I did get to see him at
just
the end of
attacking
his
Per
career. Like
today. Yeah.
on Inter, he wasn't used properly. That's why he
Yeah.
said, "Screw you guys," and went to Brescia. And Brescia, he was second coming in his career. Like he looked like he was phenomenal in Brescia. But Baggio changed the game for me. I loved him watching him.
So who's your one center mid?
I don't know for center mid. No center mid.
No, you have to use one center mid.
No center mid. I'm doing 2 cams.
one guy.
Oh,
man.
one center mid.
We're
going Zidane.
Pirlo, Zidane,
No, you
Xavi,
can't go
Iniesta.
Zidane.
You go anybody.
As your one like defensive
Joe,
presence,
like you said, it's a
midfielder.
dream team, man. I've seen those
That's
teams
true,
have.
actually.
They've had all attackers in their midfield.
I'm not gonna argue that actually. That's hard. Like
I
Yeah.
would say I didn't really like. I got glimpses of Zidane in the World Cup tournaments. I didn't
You don't have
watch
to say him. I'm
I'm
just
just
trying to name guys here.
I'm trying to think. Pirlo. I'm gonna put Pirlo on there.
Okay. I got no argument with that.
I do.
I know you
Pirlo
do.
never played for Roma,
Yeah, that's
so
that's
there's
your
already.
problem.
No,
yeah,
kidding,
you
I'm
should have
kidding,
threw De Rossi in there.
yeah,
Nah, for
probably.
me, this is guys. Also, everyone watching, this is my
No,
starting
yeah,
11.
no.
Yeah, okay.
Guys,
right.
I fell in love. No, I'm just saying, like,
Yeah,
Just
100%.
saying.
Guys, you fell in love with.
guys I fell in love
yeah.
with. There are better players, past, present, whatever. But the guys I watch, and I'm like,
No, and that's the
Wow.
thing too. There's so many
That's your-
different
it's your dream
players
team.
that
Yeah, it's
You can't, you're not trying to think of I'm trying to think of the best in each position. You're just trying to
Yeah.
think of your best starting
Yeah.
11 that you've
Like-
seen. Like you're just it's your favorite
I
players.
didn't even say Del Piero, who I love.
yeah.
right?
That's what I mean. You miss out on a lot of players, but it's tough. You got to narrow down.
Yeah.
Mark, what you got over there? You got your time you needed now.
for me, I had to think of like the players like in the positions because I don't
Yeah.
want to be here like just like I don't know, right? So like I just wanted to plan
So
it all
that
out.
you made me go first. So
yeah,
I was an idiot. Thank you.
exactly. So I could take the time I
He
needed.
threw me under the TTC. Thank you.
It's okay. So don't worry. You're coming back here once Inter
So-
wins Scudetto.
So
I'll
for,
invite you guys back.
so for me, like for like position wise, I'd go like a 3-5-2
Yeah.
type idea, and then up top, I'm gonna go with
Starting up top right now.
okay. We'll start from the back.
Oh,
everyone
buddy,
start
it's your
from
team.
From the
whatever.
back, Buffon in
Okay.
between the pipes, 100%.
The best.
Class.
Yeah, from
I
that's
feel
it.
like for our generation, it's
For our
between
generation,
Casillas
he's
and
that-
Buffon.
Those
Yeah.
are yeah. You can't go wrong with either. Or.
Yeah.
I'm
Then the 3 in the back, I'm gonna go Maldini, 100%. You know he's gonna be there.
100%.
Puyol and Ramos.
see the way he did it? 100%.
I love Pujols.
Puyol.
Yeah.
He's
Puyol
that
and Cannavaro
class,
to me were
class
my
act,
favorite.
class soccer
I love
player
Puyol.
that's missing in the game today.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that passion he had, man.
So
Then,
wait, Ramos, Maldini, Puyol. That's
Yeah.
what you said, right?
Yeah, that's my three in the back. And then in my midfield, it's going to be Ronaldinho on the left. Xavi and Iniesta, because that duo is just disgusting.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
With Zidane, and then Messi on the right.
He's gonna put a lot of thought into this.
Yes, he did.
I want to hear his
then-
attack now.
And then up top, it's the Ronaldo duo.
It has to be.
You
It
just, you
has
you
to
just
be.
can't pick, like, just seeing those two players, it just has to be them. You can't say anybody but them.
They dominated
I know,
the
man.
attacking position.
I don't know. For me, I know I'm whatever. I don't think I would put Cristiano Ronaldo in my all-time 11 that I've
You
seen.
are high.
I
I
would.
think
I
you
honestly
have to be
don't
on
think I
drugs.
would. I honestly don't think I would.
I know like, the whole teams are opinion based and everyone it's whatever you know that they like. But at the end of the day, anybody on this podcast, majority around our age,
Has
is
to.
gonna have not it has to is gonna have Messi and Ronaldo on the team because there's no way you have even if you hate them you're having off.
You
out
can't
of your
even say
team.
people say the greatest of our generation. I just want to say like the greatest to play the game.
Yeah.
Those two.
Those
Like
two
them
guys,
two.
man. Like they like
Like,
the way
you can't not put
the
them
way
in your
they
top
changed
11.
the game and the way like, dude, they made winning trophies and winning the Ballon d'Or, which is such a prestigious. They made like it literally for like 10 years look like it was nothing.
Yeah,
the
and
trophy meant nothing.
And it was just back and forth between
Yeah.
those two.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get like
They
that
reignited.
kind of
They reignited entertainment. I feel like.
Oh,
in
yeah,
soccer
big
and stuff.
time, man.
in
Big
soccer.
time.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get this kind of. They don't hate each other, but it was a rival. Like
Yeah.
one up each other, one up each
Exactly.
other,
And it was-
you're
it-
not
it
gonna.
boosted
It was
both their
competitive. A competitive rivalry that you're not
Yeah.
gonna get like that at this
Yeah.
level.
yeah, it boosted their
it's-
careers big
yeah.
time.
They that's one of those things like it's like you said earlier though, Sa. Like when you said every generation there's those players that
100%,
revolutionize the
100%.
game. And Ronaldo and Messi, them feeding off each other, change stats altogether.
Destroyed.
You know,
records.
like they literally created. Whereas the norm for scoring in a year, like in a calendar year, was what 80 something goals. Like that's what people
Yeah,
like hit
that was
and
the
it's
norm.
like, and like Gerd Muller, however you pronounce his name, that record stood for how long? Then Messi came, no problem, does it. Then Ronaldo looks and says, "Okay, I could do almost the same thing." Beats
now they're-
Muller's too. You
and
know
now
what I
they're
mean? Like
beating-
these guys
they're
just
beating
came,
records for fun, man.
They just came and revolutionized like what stats even are.
dude,
Just dismantling.
they were just
everything.
both from a different world.
Yeah.
It
One
was-
week,
it was a
one week,
play.
one beat one of Pele's records. The next week, the other one beat one of Pele's other records.
Yeah, like it's just
and this year kind of show it's a kind of like a precursor of they're gonna eventually leave the game. 'Cause
Yeah.
not Messi not having the Messi kind of year,
Yeah.
and Ronaldo getting because Manchester United, God, he has to leave. But like it felt like Ronaldo and Messi
Yeah.
were gone from the game
Yeah.
because they weren't. Ronaldo wasn't on Juve, and Messi wasn't on Barcelona, and they weren't just dominating and doing what they usually do. It was just like, oh wow, like I kind of forgot about
You
them.
kind of you kind of saw the game, like you said, yeah, you saw the game
and I
almost
missed
like
that.
without them.
And I missed that.
I mean, the sad reality is
They're eventually gonna win. Yeah,
that's really like
Yeah,
that's life.
I don't really expect even next year for them to put up numbers or do
No.
anything like out of their ordinary already. You know what I mean? I feel like now it's that era.
It's that point in their
others,
career
you know?
now. They're gonna slowly fade away. They're still gonna play the next couple of years, but they won't be putting up those
No,
numbers that
no.
they've been putting
Yeah,
up.
everything has to come to an end, unfortunately.
That's obvious. Yeah.
Just like this episode, I think.
Yes,
Brandon.
I think
Yeah.
that is the perfect way to end that, guys.
Joe, you're one with words.
That was perfect, Joe. Guys, if you haven't followed us yet on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, I don't know why you guys haven't yet, but follow us there. It's
kind of
Ultras
offensive,
11.
actually.
It's very offensive. We put these episodes every week on YouTube. If you guys want to hit those, go watch those ones. Smash that like button on those videos because we appreciate it. Leave a comment. We love to read them. I read all of them. That's also at Ultras 11, guys. And other than that, I think that's everything for today. Thank you guys for coming, Alessandro.
Thank you.
And Marco.
Take care,
It was
guys.
a pleasure
Blah, blah.
today. See you guys next week.
I don't want to see him next week. Bye.
See ya.